Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Columbus Blue Jackets are back on the ice tonight in Buffalo. The Jackets are 2 points behind a playoff spot with 4 games left to play. Puck drop versus the Sabres is just after 7 with pre-game coverage starting at 6:30 here on The Fan. On the diamond, the Cleveland Guardians dominated the Kansas City Royals 10-2, while the Cincinnati Reds had their 5-game winning streak snapped in a 7-4 loss in Miami. The Reds will finish their series with the Marlins at 12-10 over on The Fan, too. And Evan Mobley had 21 points and a career-high 19 rebounds in a 122-116 victory over the Atlanta Hawks. The Cavs have off today and will play again Friday. Their regular season finale will be this Sunday. This update was sponsored by Ramos Roofing. Request your free roof or exterior assessment today at RamosRoofingOhio.com. Ramos Roofing, reliable, local, built right. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Breakfast time!
Hello, welcome to T-Bone and Tyvis. Can I take your order?
Just want a little breakfast.
Hey, you want some crabs? Because I got some of them.
Get ready to drive through the intersection of football, food, and fun. Featuring producer Dylan.
Who are the 5 best rappers of all time?
Special guests.
You serious?
And you. Wake up.
For what?
It's time for T-Bone and Tyvis.
Welcome in. Happy Thursday to you. Happy Masters Thursday to you. Good morning, go to hell. I'm T-Bone. He's Tyvis. Tyvis, are you excited for the Masters?
Yeah. Yay.
You said
Yay.
Yay, that's
Yeah.
right. Said like a true golf fan. Now, I don't, here's what I don't want to do, okay? Because I realize for some of you, there was a similar experience for some of you that's happening this weekend as what happened for some of you last weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have told you, I have respect for cherished institutions, even if I don't go to the cherished institutions, and even if I don't necessarily enjoy the cherished institutions. Augusta National Golf Club is a cherished institution by some.
Yes.
Now, for many years, the only people who could cherish it were the whites and the men because they didn't let anybody else in. But they saw the error of their ways, I think, in like the 90s. Yes. Which is way too late. However, they figured it out. And eventually, now Condoleezza Rice is a member. Now you got people there who are of all different stripes and colors and backgrounds and everything else. So good for Augusta. But what I'm telling you is I'm not a huge golf fan. I don't watch golf intently. But if you do, this is your day. And I don't want to crap on your day. And I don't want to crap on your stuff. And so I'm going to be as reverent as I can to this institution without trying to pretend like I actually thoroughly enjoy this. I will flip on the Masters this weekend. I will probably watch like the final round if it's close between a couple guys I've heard of. If it's people I've never heard of, probably not going to watch that. Dylan, who's my guy, the metalhead? Victor Hovland?
Victor Hovland.
Yeah, Victor Hovland's in.
Yes.
I'll be more locked in because I love seeing metalhead representation out there.
So
but
that's who you're rooting for?
yeah, because he likes metal. That's who should I root for? Who are you rooting for?
Jason Day. He's local.
Oh, yeah. You know what? If Jason Day won with his bird outfit.
With his bird outfit.
Yes. I'm in on Jason Day. Sure. I'll root for him.
Xander Schauffele.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay. I don't know.
Bryson DeChambeau.
No, I don't like him.
I'm rooting for Cameron Young.
Who's Cameron Young?
I didn't know who he was before yesterday. Apparently, he's the third-ranked golfer in the world.
Is he? What? No.
Yep.
Is that real?
I promise you.
You know who I'm
my.
rooting for? Jordan Spieth.
Yeah?
You know why? Because when I was doing this might have been my last year in college. I took.
Sorry, Jordan Spieth. I can't not say
I was in a communications class.
Yeah?
And we had to give a 4 to 5 minute speech on something.
Mm-hmm.
So I did mine's on the difference between a strong safety and a free safety, right?
Sure.
Nailed it. Knocked it out the park. It was talking for 5 minutes. That's bland. What you should have gave me 10. But anyways.
Little did you know what you would be doing for your future career.
Anyways, this guy, one of the students get up and he gives this whole speech about why Jordan Spieth is going to be the best golfer ever.
Okay.
And I remember him giving this speech And I thought to myself, that was well said. Like, I respect it.
Yeah.
And I've been waiting, and it seems like ever since he's given that speech, Jordan Spieth has just went down.
Oh, this dude in your class killed him. Just said, that's it. He's done.
For the sake of his speech, I hope Jordan Spieth.
Well, Jordan Spieth got off to a good start when it comes to this argument, but after that, he has been not going well.
Go ahead, Dylan. I'm sorry.
Cameron Young. So I was listening to Rothman and Ice yesterday, and Rothman was like kind of rambling off like these like prerequisites for Masters winners.
Okay.
And I go through. So this is I bet on Cameron Young. Long story short.
Is that real? I had no idea. I couldn't tell at all. You really covered that one up. I didn't see that one coming.
So if some people want to bet on some trends of the Masters, 24 of the last 25 winners made the cut the year before and have a previous top 30 finish at Augusta. The winning window is usually between 27 and 36 years old.
Okay.
Good at par fives.
Not Jack. Now,
yes,
Jack came back in 86.
There's exceptions to all this. These are just trends.
Sure.
And winners usually in top form, with 9 of the last 10 winners having a top 10 finish in one of their 3 starts before the Masters. And then the last 2 Masters winners won the Players' Championship the year before, and Cameron Young has done that. So, small wager on Cameron Young to win the Masters, even though I had no idea who Cameron Young was 24 hours ago.
I want Hideki Matsuyama.
Yeah, okay, that's
cool to say.
I know. That's why I wanted to win. I like that name.
Yeah, sure. Good for him. I hope he wins. I don't. This is what I'm talking about. Like last weekend, there were a lot of people doing the religious stuff with Easter, Passover, stuff like that. Let you live. It's not my thing, but if it's yours, great. I don't want to crap on it. Same thing with this. This, I'm telling you, like going to Augusta for some people is a religious experience. Timmy Hall would be, if he got to go to Augusta to watch the Masters final round, that man would be
who do we know
crying start to finish. Well, I don't think he's going to the actual thing. David Babb runs M3S Sports, who is helping out with our fan 5K, among others.
Ain't the 4 miler this?
Yeah, that's why I don't think he's there for the actual race. I think, or for the actual golf. I think he's there for the pre-stuff. I think he's probably back now.
You know who we should root for?
Who's that?
Matt Coocher.
Oh, you know what? I didn't even have that ready. I don't even know where it is. Do you know the story about the Dylan, see if you can find the Matt Coocher update, just because, I mean, it's been so long. We used to do that on afternoons, obviously. Is Matt Coocher even in it?
Yeah.
Oh, he is? Okay. I don't know who goes in.
He's ranked 164.
Right. I'm sure most of you have heard of it. If you haven't, play the thing. Let's tell me.
Matt Coocher update.
Got to join in. Come on. All right. Now, the backstory on why that. Do I have ever told you the story of why we did that?
I think Jen may have told me.
Okay.
But does it have anything to do with his last name and how it's not supposed to be said?
We had a boss here once who, I won't say who he was, but we referenced him on the show all the time. We referenced him on the station all the time. We had a boss who one time came in because Timmy Hall was doing an update, and he said, Matt Coocher this, Cooch is going off at whatever, and then said it was for the memorial. We were doing memorial tournament updates, right? Mm-hmm. And so he mentioned that, and this was the year after Cooch had won the memorial. So he was obviously teeing off at like a prime time, and it was kind of like a big deal. Like, can he defend his title at, Jack's place and do all that stuff? Well, Big Boss came in and said, hey, you called him Cooch in the update. Can't say that. And we were like, that's his nickname. And Timmy Hall was like, that's what every golfer, that's what they yell. That's what everyone on ESPN calls him. Everyone calls him Cooch. That's just what he's called. He's like, yeah, but the boss said, do you know what that is? Like on a woman? And we all said, oh, no, do tell. What is it? We don't know. He's like, well, I can't say, but that's inappropriate. Don't use that ever again. So then I said, I'm going to find some way to give a Matt Coocher update because he's the defending champ. And the Cooch part of that song that is playing under it is Jason Derulo, Talk Dirty to Me. That is the song I used because our boss thought it was dirty to say Cooch. So now you know. That's.
Hey, did you do this? Did you do this while he was
I
the
did it
boss?
the next hour after he said that, and that afternoon we did the update, and it's never stopped. And you know what? I never got yelled at for it. Not one time did I get yelled at for it. Timmy got yelled at for saying Cooch just in the update. But I played a damn song. No one cared. So good. I'm glad. But that's the backstory on the Matt Coocher update.
He will be there, and so will Neil Shipley. Go Bucks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like rooting for the Buckeyes. I'll root for Cooch is like an older guy now, right? So I'm rooting for him.
I wonder if Maxwell Motivin is in there.
Is he another Buckeye?
He is.
What's his name again?
Maxwell Motivin, I think is his name.
Okay, sure. That's good.
How do you remember all these names for Ohio State golfers? I feel like every time an Ohio State golfer's in the news, Tyvis is on the case. He knows.
Go Bucks.
Yeah.
I love my university.
That's
true Buckeye.
Tyvis's next job, golf analyst for the Ohio State University.
Yes, I like it. We'll get you out to the Scarlet and Gray. Have you ever? You don't play golf at all.
You know the last.
I know.
The last time I was on a golf course, what happened?
Was that when the iron went into the water?
I did it for the kids.
What, throwing the iron into the water?
Yeah, it was Bobby's event.
Yeah.
It was Nationwide Children's Hospital sponsor. I did it for the kids.
Yes, but then you couldn't hold on to a golf club. Did you interlock your fingers?
I wanted to bring more attention to Nationwide Children's Hospital.
Job done.
Thank you.
Mission accomplished.
The Gino Auriemma strategy.
Dylan, are you a golfer? Do you ever play?
No.
Okay, yeah.
None of us golf on this show. That's why yesterday when we were like, should we go in depth about the Masters tomorrow? Let's not. Let's stay in our lane.
Let's do what we know.
Yes.
And by the way, Bishop and friends,
They're all over it.
They got you covered. Rothman and Ice love golf. They will have it covered for you. And obviously, Timmy Hall afternoons with Common Man. Timmy loves golf. Mike loves azaleas. So they'll together they'll talk about the Masters. So you got all that.
I want to hear.
It'll be good.
I want to hear Tee to Green.
Yeah, Skip Mossick will have you covered on the weekend. Tee to Green, of course. So yeah, we got all that for you. But we'll give you updates. No one's out there right now. It's a little early.
It's still dark out.
The ceremonial, what do they do? Face off? No.
I don't know.
Tee off?
We don't know.
They fire a gun. I don't know what they do. They do something. There's a cannon. Fire the cannon. The Blue Jackets. Yeah. Anyway, they'll do that at 7:30. Whatever starts it off is at 7:30, and then shortly after, golfers will be out on the course. So,
Shotgun start.
Yeah,
I don't know if that actually means there's a shotgun, but maybe. I don't know.
They actually, just this year, they're letting them use golf carts, and everybody can wear shorts. The bird outfit is allowed by Jason Daguerre, the whole thing. They've changed the rules at Augusta, so there you go. Jackets have another huge game tonight versus Buffalo. We'll tell you about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Thursday. We're watching a crash off of East Broad Street. This is east of Reynoldsburg, New Albany Road. Watch for restrictions in both directions. Everything else looking nice and clear. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
For more than 25 years, Brothers Roofing and Construction has been serving Central Ohio with dependable roofing, siding, and exterior repairs. We do the job right the first time. So if quality matters to you, visit brothersroofingconstruction.com.
I'm Roger from Columbus. I've lived in Ohio all my life. Owning your home is a cornerstone of the American dream. But for seniors, property taxes keep going up and are costing us everything we've worked for. They're even making it impossible for my grandkids to afford their first homes. Vivek Ramaswamy believes when you own your home, you're in charge. As governor, he'll roll back property taxes to levels from before the end of the pandemic. It's a practical plan that will put thousands of dollars back in your pocket next year while maintaining strong education and dependable police and fire. Ohio's politicians have ignored this crisis for too long. But Vivek Ramaswamy isn't a politician. He's an entrepreneur, and he's ready to fight for you. Ohio needs a leader who makes your life more affordable. That's Vivek Ramaswamy.
Lower costs, bigger paychecks, better schools. Vivek Ramaswamy for governor.
Paid for by Vivek Ramaswamy and Rob McCauley for Ohio.
I love Right Pack Credit Union because they're solution driven.
I feel valued as a member.
They're focused on the latest technology and the personal connections.
Experience benefits that go beyond banking with Right Pack Credit Union. Just ask our actual members.
I definitely recommend Right Pack to all my family and friends as a credit union of choice.
Visit one of our Columbus area Right Pat Credit Union member centers near you. Based on individual members' experiences, results may vary.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Care Heating and Cooling. Honest technicians, honest pricing. Call 1-800-COOLING.
Spring into fun at the Columbus Zoo. Warmer days are right around the corner, and there's no better place to make memories. See tigers up close, watch playful otters splash and swim, and catch the baby elephants in action. All in one amazing visit. Looking for a later start? With our Zoo After 2 p.m. deal, you can enjoy all the adventure for $19.95. Plan your visit today and make the Columbus Zoo part of your spring break plans. Learn more at columbuszoo.org.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is, fast for cash. Call me today for an all-cash offer on any of your properties, and we can close within days at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Do you own a property that's outdated and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, I'll buy it. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Would it be convenient for you if you could simply take what you wanted and leave the rest behind? Great, I'll buy it. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, commercial properties. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Visit us today at TurboTrackRealty.com or give us a call and speak with one of our friendly staff members at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Bishop and Friends.
No other league is going to Oklahoma City, or Flat Dayton, as we've referred to on this show.
Is that what you would say it is? Flat Dayton?
Oh, it's Flat Dayton, yeah.
Bishop and Friends, sponsored by Diamond Seller.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A mild start for us compared to the last couple of days. And then as we head into today, warm, breezy, and sunny with highs in the mid to upper 70s. For tonight, mostly clear with overnight lows down into the 50s. Then for Friday, chances of showers and storms in the second half of the day. Otherwise, skies will be partly sunny and it'll be breezy with highs in the mid 70s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 weather impact forecast.
The two most mature people working at the radio station. And that's just because they wear pants. The pervert and the skivvies. Rothman and Ice.
Weekdays at noon.
The Fan. Tyvis hates Girl Scout cookies.
I hate it.
And little girls. And America.
I hate it, hate.
Seriously, Tyvis, what the hell?
Okay, whatever this is, I already hate it.
You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Sports Dad in the chat. The lack of golf interest is crazy. Golf hit its prime while we were growing up. If you're interested in it, good. And like I said, I'm not trying to minimize. I think the Masters is a great event. I know it's going to be fun to watch. I will watch some of it. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I have any insight into golf, because other than this, the Memorial, and maybe the U.S. Open and the Open Championship in Britain, like that's about all.
Don't call it the British Open.
Right. That's
Don't
about
do it.
That's about all the golf I'm going to watch this year, because I just don't get into golf that much. And of those events, I may watch an hour or two. So I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I have some deep-seated love and interest of this sport. If you do, though, I'm happy for you that today's your day. Yeah, but golf came into its prime when we were growing up. I mean, by the way, the guy who's largely responsible for that is over in Switzerland getting treatment for a drug habit. So, like, that's where that guy is. So I'm just saying he's not playing. He's not in it. If he was, then yes, there would be more interest in this, I think, from me, because I would be more interested to watch Tiger Woods. But also, I don't want to watch a guy who used to be good go out there and struggle to make the cut, even if he was playing.
What is Tiger Woods' son name?
Oh, I've heard Charlie?
Charlie.
Yes.
Charlie.
That's crazy that I even was able to come close to that. So it is Charlie?
Will he be as good as Tiger?
All right.
As good as Tiger is now, yes.
Dang.
I don't know.
I tell you.
Could you imagine if Tiger just pulls up?
Oh, with the knee braces. Yeah. Let me tell you right now. And he just walks out there. Who even runs? I don't even know who runs. Who's the Vince McMahon of the PGA? He just walks out like,
right there. The glass
my
shattering.
tea time 7:45.
That would be the only way he could do it is if they played this intro and he just walked out of nowhere.
Oh my God.
The glass shattering is him crashing his car onto the golf course upon his arrival. That's what that was.
It rolls.
He got
And it like. Have you seen the video of the guy on the beach who's driving his like Land Cruiser and it rolls and he flies out of it? Have you seen this? Yes. I gotta find it because it pops up every time Tiger Woods has an issue. People are like, Tiger Woods rolling up to the first hole.
He got to roll up to the first hole talking like, and to get out talking like Stone Cold.
That's Tiger's music.
Oh my God! Like Jim Nantz is actually just like, Mama, he's here! He's here!
Jim Nantz turns into Jim Ross.
I love it. I love it. So who would be Jerry the King Lawler in that situation is my question. Like, puppies! Like, just, yeah, that's, yeah. I don't think that's happening, but if it does, guess what? I will catch that. I will go tune in if that happens.
Or he'll break the internet.
Of course. But, yeah, it's not happening. But, you know, like I said, again, I'm happy for you if today is a big day for you. And I hope you took today and tomorrow off and you get to watch all the coverage and all that stuff.
Whoa.
What do you mean, whoa? I hope you did.
Well, do what now?
I hope you took both days off and you get to just sit there and watch all the Masters.
Why would you do that? There's TVs and offices and wherever people work.
What? Dude, we work at a radio station with a TV station attached to it. That's why there's TVs in here.
They don't got TVs in offices?
No. Most offices I worked in, there might be one in the break room, but most offices I worked in, they didn't have TVs up for you.
What kind of sick world we living in that you can't put a TV up for people to look at, to glance at for now and again?
Tyvis, I hope you don't ever live in a world where you're working an actual real job.
I'm telling you, like this is I'm promising you.
I did. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You're right.
I used to deliver and install ATMs back in the day, and service them too. All the above.
When you installed them at certain places, they didn't have a TV just so happened to be on.
No, it depended on whatever gas station you were rolling into. So, like, if you're going down to West Virginia,
the gas station got TVs behind.
What are we talking? What gas stations are you going to?
Gas stations got TVs.
Maybe the gas stations in your
some of them be having them in the pump. You'd be at the pump pumping your gas, and they got the TV.
That's right, Dylan. If we lived in his neighborhood out of Marysville, that's not what we're rocking with. We're lucky to have fuel.
Yes.
That's
in the
what we
slums of Dublin, we don't have
right.
that.
This is exactly right. Yeah, but where you live, apparently, you and Joshua Perry hanging out. And that's apparently the golf.
Joshua is, he's an NBC analyst. He's got money.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Right. Former NFL players.
He's rich.
You just have that Big Ten analyst money.
Yeah, that's okay.
Not as heavy.
Nope.
Whatever. That's okay. I don't believe any of this.
Not at all.
For 1 second. By the way,
I'm living on a prayer.
I went. Yeah, sure. I went to the Masters website because I was trying to see what are they? Because they have different coverages and different places you can check out, right? Like they have cameras on holes 4, 5, and 6. They have a hole on Amen Corner, and then they said there's a camera on this hole that I'm not familiar with called Glory.
I want me some glory hole.
So shout out to that hole, whatever that one is. Check that one out. There's no such.
So Timmy for sure is going to be dressed up on the show today like he's participating.
Oh, I know. Yes, of course he is.
Do you think Common Man will do the same this year?
Probably. Mike, you know what? Secret about Mike? He actually likes a little country club attire. He will wear that stuff.
That doesn't seem shocking to me.
Okay. Well, maybe it is to the people who don't know him like we all do. But if you just listen to him and you hear he's the common man, you may not know that.
Well, you know what? I hope Ted cuts this up because I got a question for them. What happened to Tracksuit Fridays?
Oh, did they give that up? I guess they have.
It's getting hot, Tyvis.
I don't care.
They can't wear it in the hot. Are you kidding me?
I felt like they was wearing it last year when it was a little warm.
They are built like a Frosty that's already been sitting out for half an hour. There's no chance they can withstand the heat, okay? They're not built like you and me where we can live in the heat. We can enjoy the heat. We can enjoy the warmth. They can't do that. They melt quickly.
I'll cut this up and send it to Ted.
Please do. Yeah, and see if we can get a response. That'd be great. So Jackets tonight, playing Buffalo. We'll have all the coverage for you right here on the Fan once we get off of, glory hole coverage.
I want me some glory hole.
An amen corner, whatever it's called. So Buffalo playing the Jackets. Now, Buffalo is still, I guess, in the hunt for the President's Trophy, right? For the best record in the NHL. They're only 2 back of Carolina for that, but I don't know what their level of motivation is with 4 games to go compared to, obviously, the Jackets back against the wall, have to win these games. But I would tend to think, as good as Buffalo is, even if they roll out with 85% of their motivation that they usually have, it's still going to be a tough game tonight.
You see, hockey isn't like the NBA, for example. They fight till like pretty much the last game of the season. You'll see them. Versus like the NBA, like the Cavs are actively like trying to win, but not win too much so they can stay in the 4th seed. So they can avoid Boston and New York and play Detroit. Like the NHL doesn't have that mentality.
No, I know.
The NBA does.
Well, you know what they do, and this is what happened last year, right, with Carolina and Montreal when they played each other, and the Jackets needed. But what did they do? They just told guys you can't play.
Right.
Like they sat guys down because they were like, we know if we play this guy, he may actually try to go win this game and get himself hurt. They didn't want to. Carolina did not want that to happen. They didn't want to let those guys for that last game risk it. So they just didn't play him as much. That's different than if they put you in the lineup, you're going out there and you're trying. So, yeah, Jackets have a monumental test tonight. It's going to be difficult. One thing that you could say with the Sabres that you might keep an eye on is that they have committed 304 total penalties, which is almost 4 per game. That ranks 10th in the league. So, going to have to possibly see if you can goad them into getting you some penalties, get them in the penalty box, stay out of the penalty box in your own right. That would be a nice thing for the Jackets. Do not take dumb penalties tonight because you're better 5-on-5 than most of these teams you play. Maybe not the Sabres, but most other teams. So hopefully they can get the job done. But Tage Thompson, Tyvis, that's a guy to watch tonight for the Sabres.
Yeah.
38 goals, 41 assists.
I'm familiar with his game.
He is he's got some game.
Buffalo Sabres commit a lot of penalties. Jackets ain't going to get any. They're not going to be on the power play tonight.
I know.
Maybe like twice.
I know.
Twice max.
I know.
Unless Rick Bonis just goes on a tirade about it again.
You know what?
Well,
Speaking of,
he better.
We will talk to Rick Bonis live from Buffalo 1 hour from now. Bones will join the show. We're excited to get a chat in with him. Coming up in 2 minutes, though, there could be some major changes coming to sports gambling in the state of Ohio. We'll tell you about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Thursday. A heads up for drivers out in Blacklick. We've got a crash off of East Broad Street. This is a little bit east of Reynoldsburg, New Albany Road. Watch for crews clearing that out now. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
Bo Bishop here. Ready to hit the road and make some memories? Then get to RCD RV, Central Ohio's go-to destination for the best deals, unbeatable service, and adventure-ready RVs. Start your journey today at any of the 3 Central Ohio locations or visit online anytime at rcdrv.com.
Working your way through that home projects list, that means more flushes, more showers, more fiddling with the thermostat. Trust the pros at the Waterworks with your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Our certified pros can repair or replace your air conditioner or furnace. Clogs? Call the Waterworks. Drain issues? Call the Waterworks. Plumbing problems? Call the Waterworks. HVAC breakdowns? Call the Waterworks. The Waterworks. Trusted and certified plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling experts.
As the old saying goes, size matters.
At Morgan & Morgan, we have over 1,000 lawyers and nearly 6,000 people on staff.
But at the core, this is and always has been a family business.
Our family watching out for your family.
Call us or email us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even on a Saturday or a Sunday.
And if you ever have a problem, call our mom.
Morgan & Morgan.
For the people and your family.
Injured? Dial pound law.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
With Bet365 early payout, you win even if they lose. Get paid out instantly when your team goes up big, even if they blow the lead later. Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio.
1, 2, 3. Here in the Fan is always football o'clock. Proud to be your home of the Buckeyes, Browns, and all the NFL games you can handle. The Fan. Your home for football, food, and fun. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
I don't know, man. The audio from Diana Russini that keeps coming, and again, she was on TV for many, many years. She still may be on TV for many, many years to come, but she has been on TV talking about things, talking about sports, And she often talks about, like, her husband and just her life. And she makes jokes about it. She seems like a very funny person. But now some of that audio is coming back. And
man,
it's not ideal, right? What was the latest thing you saw, Tyvis?
She was talking about that the quote is, "I did things in Miami I haven't even told my husband." Said I had that much fun in Miami.
Yikes.
And it's just like, whoa. Whoa. Well, now this is out of context, obviously, but it seems like a lot of these clips that's coming out, a lot of people are like, we just kind of ignored. The signs was there.
Signs were there. Signs were there. I know. I don't know.
Alleged.
It's alleged. Supposedly there are a lot of photos. We talked about him yesterday between her and Mike Vrabel, who were both spotted together at a luxury resort in Sedona. And coincidentally enough, our in-house band, Art and the Official Intelligence, gotten together and put a little ditty together, apparently, allegedly, about some of the things that go on out west, where it gets hot.
Arizona heat turned up high, a cozy little dinner by candlelight. She said, "You out here for the view?" He said, "Ma'am, I'm out here for you." She said she was looking for a source. He said, "Off the record, of course." Started talking about the quarterback. Next thing you know, they were in the sack. Sedona, great place to rendezvous. Sedona, just friends hanging by the pool. Head coach looking for a tight end. Reporter who needs a new boyfriend. Sedona, I want to make a legal contact with you.
I don't know. That's could be about anybody. Could be about anything, really. There you go. Art and the Official Intelligence. On tour, never, because they don't exist. Major changes could be coming to sports gambling in Ohio. There's a new proposal at the State House that aims to significantly change how sports betting operates across the state. Lawmakers on Wednesday announced the Save Ohio Sports Act, or SOSA. The Sammy Sosa.
They love Sosa.
Yeah,
huh?
I don't know.
These girls out here. These chicks love Sosa.
I don't know what that means, and I'm going to say sure.
Google Chief Keef during the break.
I know Chief Keef. I don't know the Sosa songs. I don't know about Sosa. All right. Anyway, Save Ohio Sports Act, or SOSA, or Chief Keef. Anyway, the point is the legislation will introduce sweeping restrictions, including a ban on online sports gambling. Okay.
That will they're gonna fight this.
You think?
Class A and them gonna fight this.
Scotty Vegas is out right now learning like how to make a 3D gun, I think.
I know.
No, I don't know. I don't know. He's gonna make January 6th look like an Easter basket hunt. That's not gonna be anything. Scotty Vegas is getting ready to storm the capital of this state and every other state that's gonna ban sports gambling.
They had already put a restriction like on marijuana. And people was upset about that.
You can't get your infused drinks now. Your THC drinks are gone.
They gonna let them do this sports game?
No.
They gonna rap.
No online betting in the state of Ohio. They want to ban in-game betting, prop betting, and parlays.
Ooh.
No, that's a good rule. Parlay should be banned.
Dylan is anti-parlay, so that's not a
That'll
stock.
save the people money.
They want to limit.
Well, it depends on what they bet. It's $5. You know.
Mm-hmm.
You lose $5 every single day on a parlay. You?
No, I don't. I don't bet every day. Are you crazy?
Okay, when's the last time you bet a parlay?
Yesterday.
And? Did you win?
No, I missed it by 2.
See,
Cavs parlay, missed it by 2.
Okay.
See?
He doesn't bet every day. He bets every day that the Cavs play during the NBA season, which is pretty much
No, that's not true either.
You still lose, though, is the majority of the point. You lose most of the time on the parlays.
I do lose.
They want to limit wagers to $100.
No. That ain't got nothing to do with me.
No gambling ads during games. So that would be impacting the revenue of teams at
the
least
teams aren't going to let that fly.
No, I would think
they're not letting that fly.
No, I would think not.
A chance.
Oh, and here's another one. No using credit cards to bet. Now, what they mean is like actual credit cards.
That's smart.
I'm sure you could use your like bank card,
your debit card,
where you actually have money attached to it.
That's smart.
Fine.
You get yourself in trouble doing that.
Oh my gosh, yes. If you're honey, we can't go on vacation. I'm making payments on my losses. Like, oh, that's no, don't want that. Okay, so I want to just preface all of what I'm about to say by saying I don't believe they will put most of this through, because I think most elected officials like to put their hand up to their ear and go, oh, what's that? Everyone's screaming at me that this is a bad idea, then I will stop. But I think what they like to do is they like to put stuff out there that says, we're the state legislature. We make the rules. And then all the people who have stake in this, like the, different casinos and the people who, DraftKings and all those, they will send all of their lobbyists and all those people in to be like, you can't do this. You can't. And then they'll say, all right, well, what are you going to do? And they'll work it out, and they'll get this to where it'll be something where the lawmakers can say, we're helping the children. Yay, we reined in big gambling. But they're not actually going to change most of it. I would be shocked if they, like, no online betting. I would be shocked if that actually occurs. That would I don't think there's any chance in hell of that happening.
Didn't Ohio make like billions of dollars last year?
I forget what the revenue numbers were, but it's
no way that they gonna take that away. There's no way.
I agree with the principle that some aspects of sports gambling are problematic for sure. Gambling can be addictive. We know that because every commercial you hear says call the number if you have a problem with gambling addiction, right? Like that's baked into the laws that started this whole thing, is that you have to give access to people to help them get help, because gambling can be very addictive. But I also think that we have other substances and things that are also very addictive that are perfectly allowed in this state, that are taxed, that are monitored. There are rules on what age you can be, like with alcohol. Do people not struggle with alcohol addiction? Of course they do.
Of course.
Yeah. So we sell that in this state.
Not Tiger Woods, but
no,
other people.
He has other issues. But I'm just saying, like that. But saying your doctors are out here just prescribing pain pills, but we got rules about how many you can give and who can have them and all that. Like hell, you can't go. This is not even a pain pill thing. Now you can't go get Sudafed, the real Sudafed, without talking and give them your license and all that stuff behind the pharmacy. Because Walter White's out there baking it up in a van. So we have rules about this stuff. I understand there's problems with it, but there's also good things that come of it. Namely, it makes a lot of money. You can make tax money off of it. That could be used to fund projects and things that need help.
Like the Brown Stadium.
Well, that's a whole nother. I don't know why that played. Bunch of losers up there. Let's give him $600 million. Great idea. Couldn't give that to schools or roads. Nope, give it to Jimmy Haslam. He's done well with everything he's had up there in Cleveland, so yay. Anyway, I'm just saying, like, if you're panicking about the no online betting or banning in-game betting or prop bets, maybe they'll get some of that through. I doubt it, that's where I come down on it. But these lawmakers who do it, though, you know what you're doing. You're trying to get everyone to think that you're the big dog and you're in charge. When in reality, we all know that whatever donors fund your election campaign, if they come through and say, I don't like that, you won't be for it. You know what I mean? Like, and if they say we love it, then you'll stand there and act like it's on principle. It's not on principle. It's on the fact that you're getting paid. It's on the fact that you're getting money from whoever funds your campaign. And I'm saying this for Republicans, Democrats, centrists, liberals, whoever you are. We know what you stand on a principle, not on I get donors who like this stuff or don't like this stuff. That's all I'm saying.
Dude, the almighty dollar always.
And I bet you the almighty dollar will come in from the online places, and suddenly everybody will change their tune.
Yeah, they're going to take this and say, what were we talking about? What law were you talking about?
You think the
oil? You cooking? And then just like run out of the room like Dave Chappelle.
These big sports books and casinos out in Vegas are just going to lay down and be like, our online aspect in Ohio, we don't need it.
How many people live in Ohio? Is it like, is it 13 million? Am I wrong? Or is it 10 million? It's whatever. Check the pot. I'm just saying, to your point, these national entities will sit there and say, we're going to lose a market that has a decent number of people in it, that suddenly we just can't do any business in that state.
You got to go to the local casino, Hollywood Casino.
Well, right. And that's what, and again, that makes me wonder, well, who's doing what here to make that be a law that now suddenly it's like, oh, this works out for some people and not for others.
I tell you right now, Ain't no way I'm going to Hollywood. I'm driving to Hollywood just to go place a $5 bet.
No?
No.
Okay. Now if you have, but then you can't wager over $100. So if you were like, oh, I want to put a big bet in, is that that wouldn't be for online. That would be in person.
That ain't got nothing to do with it.
Couldn't, I know, but I'm saying if you were like
dead before the day I put $100
I would have put $500 on the Super Bowl. Apparently not. Apparently you wouldn't be able to do that in the state of Ohio.
Now, Tyvis, would you go down to Hollywood Casino to place a $5 bet and go to like Wahlburgers or Dirty Frank's? Like if you
no, because I'm not a foodie.
Oh,
okay, sure you are.
Allegedly.
I haven't been to Hollywood Casino since I was doing
I just want to point out
pregame with Scotty Vegas and Timmy.
Hollywood Casino Columbus does a great job.
Yes.
Thank you for sponsoring things on the station. I've been there too. It's great. Love it there. But I think this law, this proposed thing, they're putting this out there to get everyone to freak out and then get everyone to show up and say what they want and what they don't. And it'll make big splash headlines. And then I'm going to guess the law that actually gets written, if one does, will not look like that. We come back. There is an NFL player who wants out, but his team doesn't want to move him. What do we think is going to happen? I think we already know how it's going to end. We'll tell you next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. Still watching a crash off of East Broad Street out in Blacklick, just east of Reynoldsburg, New Albany Road. Also watching slowdowns on the south side on 23, just south of 270. We've got lane restrictions in both directions right near London Groveport Road. Expect to run into crews over there. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
When we designed our Columbus Blue Jacket ticket plans, we designed them for fans like you. For fans who want to choose their games and their seats, and fans who need flexibility when their plans change. Columbus Blue Jacket season ticket plans. Get your tickets now at bluejackets.com.
What can ADP do for small business? We help answer the business questions, like how do you track employee time? How do you do payroll taxes? Or what does compliance even mean? So small businesses can focus on bigger questions. Now florists can ask, can we invent another holiday to sell bouquets? Pizza shops can ask, how do we stuff a calzone into a pizza crust? And pool cleaners can ask, what is that thing in the filter? These are the questions you can focus on when ADP takes care of the business of your small business. ADP for small business.
Sex, intimacy, love. These three things are critical to a good relationship, and that's the problem with erectile dysfunction. It often destroys sexual enjoyment and intimacy. It stresses the love between partners, often to the breaking point. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if you're suffering with ED, you likely know exactly what I'm talking about. But I also want you to know that ED doesn't have to impact your relationship anymore. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're ED experts, with our focus on men's sexual health. We've treated tens of thousands of men and have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases. I promise you, if you're like most guys, you can get your sex life back, perhaps even performing like you haven't in years. So if ED is affecting you, it's time to get back to better sex, better intimacy, and deeper love. Call us. Just $99 gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. If you've ever had somebody do work at your house, it's annoying as crap, at least to me, when someone shows up to your house that you never met, you've never worked with, and you didn't hire to do the job. Subcontractors, I understand why they exist, but for me, I want to work with a company that's going to bring people who know what they're doing, who are trained by the company to put their product in. On time, on budget, no surprises at the end. That's what Baths R Us does every single time. These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. And the big difference with them, they have local crews. They never sub out the work. The people who show up to your door, they're trained by Baths R Us. They're actually employees of the company, not some random crew they hired last week. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space that you're proud of, they build it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call them today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. Kind of a rare thing these days. Call them today, 380-225-BATH. That's 380-225-BATH. Baths R Us, bathrooms you can trust. Call now.
Build your cybersecurity skills and prep for thousands of open positions employers are desperate to fill. Attend classes live online or on campus. Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today.
Financial aid is available to those who qualify.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
Wilson, what are we wearing?
Lie detectors. Anytime a lie is detected, we get a little shock.
All right, let's try them. So, Pella was rated by homeowners as the leading window brand here in Columbus.
Nothing? Okay. Well, our windows can change the look of your home. Ow. This thing sometimes shocks you when you tell the truth. Ouch. It's okay. I'm having fun.
Get the windows that can change the look and feel of your home at PellaColumbus.com.
I started my first business when I was 12, mowing lawns for about $5 a yard. I learned if you do the job right, people trust you and customers care that you show up and do what you say you're going to do. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello, owner of Don's Garage Doors. From garage door repairs to upgrades, we show up, we stand behind every job. We only use the best parts and springs guaranteed to last a lifetime. When you care about the people you serve, you work harder and it shows. Call Don's Garage Doors today or schedule online at donsgaragedoors.com.
When it comes to garage doors, no one knows more.
Skip Mussick has been on the Fan for nearly 80 years, and during that time, he's worn many hats. Executive producer for Ohio State Athletics, talk show host, private detective when Ron Stokes loses his phone.
Somebody do something.
He's done it all. But his proudest accomplishment, host of Tee to Green. If it has anything to do with golf in Central Ohio, Skip's on it. Cheers to the next 80-year skipper. And listen to Tee to Green Saturday mornings at 9 here on The Fan.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Columbus, Worthington, Air, and Bryant. Doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
The only contraband hiding in Tyvis's butt cheeks is a Kit Kat bar. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
By the way, we played a little song there in the last segment. Art and the Official Intelligence, our in-house band, made a song about Diana Russini, allegedly, Sedona. Let's just put it that way. Maybe it's about Mike Vrabel and Diana Russini. I don't know. Anyway, if you missed that, play it again in the 8 o'clock hour. But if you also miss anything on the show, you can always find it on the podcast, wherever you get podcasts. Just search T-Bone and Tyvis. It'll be right there for you, free of charge. You can just find T-Bone and Tyvis on your favorite podcast app. It's all brought to you by Capital Ford of Columbus. Tyvis, are you okay?
I'm laughing at Mario in the chat.
What did he say?
He wants to legalize betting on his kids' little league.
Right. They're trying to stop betting on like pro sports and college sports in the state of Ohio. And Mario's like, no, open it up. Let's do high school and even little league games. You know what? It's not Hot Take Thursday, but that is a bit of a hot take.
Well, they don't have a beer truck next to the Kona Ice.
Do you know? Oh, by the way, I had that discussion with a dad. Like we were talking, we were at a show choir event over, back when my daughter was doing show choir this year. And me and another dad were talking. I think he was from Olentangy because they have a pretty good show choir too. And we were just chatting. And he's like, I'll tell you what, if they had beer trucks at these things, we'd never have a problem with that. I was like, if they had beer trucks at show choir and theater events, are you kidding? They would have, you'd see like Broadway scale productions with laser lights and the crashing chandelier from Phantom of the Opera.
You can't do that.
Why not?
Because they'd have to drive home.
Who?
The people that drank the beer would be driving home probably.
What do you think they're doing at sporting events now? Like, what am I missing, Tyvis? I agree with you. Don't drink and drive. Totally understand that. But, like, if you have a beer in the first inning of a baseball game, you sit there the whole time, and then you go home, that's okay.
You sober up.
Yes.
Yeah,
well, all right. So, I don't know if you know how show choir works. They start at 7 a.m. and go until midnight.
You go drink a beer at 7 a.m.?
I have before. I'm a soccer fan.
What is the matter with you?
I watch international soccer. I go out with soccer fans. We go to a game.
Let me ask you.
It starts at 7 a.m. We're at the bar.
When you drank this beer at 7, did you think like anything of it?
No, actually, I had the issue of, because I used to do that a lot in my 20s, where we'd go out, watch like some international soccer. I'd go to Fido over at Easton. They would open up early. I don't know if they still do for soccer games. And so we'd be there with a bunch of other like English soccer fans. We're all drinking Guinness at 7 a.m. Like it was like drinking coffee.
And nobody thought that this was like when they came and set the Guinness down.
Yeah.
You didn't think to yourself like,
I'm watching a soccer game at a soccer bar. What are we going to do? I'm going to have a beer. I didn't have 3 of them. I had 1.
See, that's the thing. You didn't have to have a beer.
What I'm saying is, then I had kids. And then I'm at home because I'm not going out doing that as much because I'm with the kids. I'm helping out my wife. We're both at home watching over the kids. And I'm like, well, I'm still watching my soccer game. Let me crack a Guinness. And then I realized I'm forming core memories for a 3-year-old who's like, Daddy drinks beer in the morning. I'm like, that's probably not okay. But again, when I would do that, it was responsibly. It would be, I'm watching this game. I'd have one over a whole 2-hour soccer game. And then at the end of that, yeah, I was fine. That's different than I wouldn't sit there and plow through 4 of them.
Dylan, tell him he's wrong.
Stagger out to my car.
Tell him he's wrong.
I mean,
obviously, that's not good.
It's not like he's doing this every day, Tyus.
No, it'd be like on a weekend. It'd be like the one. Yes. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you.
Tell him that a beer before noon is outrageous.
Tyvis, you think like
that's
you think
that's
cotton
outrageous.
candy before, and you have so many ridiculous rules about food. Are you going to have a Pepsi before noon? Yes, I am. I like Pepsi. I prefer Coke, but I'll drink a Pepsi.
By the way, during the break when we were talking about Diana Russini.
Yeah.
This tweet was I open up my Twitter, and this is the first thing that pops up.
I'm married to someone average. I don't post a lot about them. If I was married to someone beautiful, I'd overpost too.
It's just not good.
Yeah, it's not good at all for them.
Yeah.
And that leads me. So, I are we all in agreement that our phones are just listening to us at all times?
Absolutely.
Like we're past whether that's a thing or not. We're just all in agreement that it is a thing.
100% agree.
I am now in the camp that they don't even try to hide it anymore. The other day, my girlfriend, who doesn't give a damn about sports, said, "Hey, I think I want to go to a Blue Jackets game." She then opens her phone, and it's 2 influencers at a Blue Jackets game at Nationwide Arena talking about concession foods.
Telling you.
Who's the influencer?
I don't remember. Then, so we're opening up HBO to watch Schitt's Creek.
Okay. I didn't know if we could say that.
That's the name of the show.
That's the name of the town.
It's spelled SCHITTS. I just wanted to be clear. Yeah. Okay.
We're in the clear boat.
That's sure. I hope so. I agree with you. I hope you're right.
You walking a thin line.
And this is, I'm as uncomfortable as I was when Tyvis was talking about Shador Sanders' aunties from Colorado. But go ahead. Yes, this is fine. So we were watching the show featuring the Levy family.
Yes. So we're opening it up, and the trailer for the Harry Potter TV series pops up. And I'm like, okay, let's watch this. So we watched the trailer. Then I open up, and my girlfriend talks about how some people think Hermione and Draco from the show should have got together.
I don't even know who that is.
I open up my Twitter, an AI video of those two's wedding. 30 seconds later.
See, that's
and then
come on, Elon Musk, you got it. That's not subtle enough. Now we all know. We all see what you're doing out there.
The feds is listening.
And then probably 5 minutes after that on the show, they talk about the Devil Wears Prada movie. I open up my Facebook, a Grey Goose Devil Wears Prada promotion immediately. They don't even care. They're just throwing all these things that they want to promote at us after they listen to our conversation. At least I thought a couple of years ago they tried to hide it. Now they're like, nah, we're openly listening, and here's the products we want you to buy.
I would actually like it if instead of that, what you got when you talked about Devil Wears Prada was just the song Assistant to the Regional Manager, which is a band called Devil Wears Prada, which was from Dayton. It's like a metalcore band.
Yes.
But again, if you don't know that, that's okay. They have. They also have a song called "Dogs Have Hair All Over," which is very good.
Is Assistant to the Regional Manager paying homage to The Office, or is that its own separate thing?
I'm sure it is.
They have a song. Kanye got a song, "Devil in a New Dress."
Yes,
it's a banger.
He has some other songs that are. I'll have to do with the devil. I'm probably not going to.
Hey, he apologized to everybody, so it's all okay now. He's trying to make a comeback.
Whoops. I don't know if that's going to work.
I think he took it too far. I think he might have went too far left.
I don't think it went left. I think he went a different direction. But that's another discussion for another time, all right? So Dexter Lawrence II, once out of New York, he is obviously a very good defensive lineman who clearly has reasons to want out of New York because the Giants are bad. And they have been bad, and he has watched some of his teammates, like Saquon Barkley, leave and go win Super Bowls. However, they're probably not going to trade him, are they?
No.
Because they have built, from what they've already done this offseason, they've already made some moves that kind of look like they've said, yeah, we've got him on defensive line kind of anchoring this thing. So what do you do if you're an NFL player and you don't want to play for your team, but you're still signed that contract? What has happened in the past with all these situations?
Everybody threatens to sit out and miss all OTAs. They're going to threaten to miss training camp. They're going to miss the preseason, and then this is where the decision comes. Are you willing to leave money on the table? That's the question.
And who's the one guy who did that?
Le'Veon Bell.
And how'd that work out for him?
He is out of the league.
Okay. So do we think that this is worth following this story minute by minute, second by second, get Diana Russini back on the scene to cover this story? Or should we just say, can we skip to August where eventually this guy's like, all right, fine, I'll report, and they're going to waive all my fines?
That's usually how, or he gets traded, which.
Do you think that's likely? I don't.
I don't. If he's going to get traded, you would think it would be before the draft, right? Because if it's not before the draft, nobody's trading 2027 picks.
You know who should? The Bengals should.
They should.
The Bengals should. I don't care about 2027. I care about winning now with Joe Burrow. Go get me a defensive lineman who is awesome, who wants to win. Go get him and trade away some 2027 picks. You have Joe freaking Burrow. You don't need a quarterback. You need some studs on defense. That's what I would do if I were the Bengals. I would trade for him. I just don't know if the Giants want a deal. But you're right. If they make a deal big enough with 27 picks over, that's what the Giants, as a loser organization, would be salivating over. The Bengals, though, and teams like them that have their quarterback and need a better defense, that's the move you go make. But will they do it?
No,
because we got to protect our 2020. Oh, we could get just go win now. Why do we have to wait for 7 years later down the road?
Generational talent the next year's
generational talent there in Giants land was out and would come play for you and go wreck people. But no, we could go draft a guy who will be cheaper. Shut up. Please do something like that if you're the Bengals. You should try to make that move. The list is coming up next. In honor of the Masters, top 3 sporting events that you would want to attend in your life, all time. Top 3, that's next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Today, we are still watching slow-moving traffic on the south side on 23. This is just south of 270. Expect some lane closures in both directions just past London Grove Port Road. We've got, again, lane restrictions on 23 on the south side. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steigerwald with your Fan Traffic.
I've had a number of surgeries, and frankly, I don't have time to rehab a surgery and an operation at this point in my life. I didn't want to take time off my kids' activities.
That's why former college and pro football player Bobby Carpenter turned to QC Kinetics. We couldn't be happier saving our patients like him from operating rooms and long recoveries.
They will resume like normal activity for me, which is a lot of running. It's a lot of workouts. I've been very, very blessed with how it's been able to hold up.
For so long, patients have accepted surgery as the only solution. But with new technologies, the medical professionals at QC Kinetics use regenerative treatments, your body's own biologics, to help heal and restore knees, hips, shoulders, and backs.
I actually ran into a friend of mine over at our golf course, and he had his knee done. It felt so well. He'd got his shoulder done. He goes, I can't thank you enough. He'd heard the commercial on the air, and so it's feeling great.
Find out how you can avoid surgery and finally get relief. Call QC Kinetics now for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
I love Right Pack Credit Union because they're solution driven.
I feel valued as a member.
They're focused on the latest technology and the personal connections.
Experience benefits that go beyond banking with Right Pack Credit Union. Just ask our actual members.
I definitely recommend Right Pack to all my family and friends as a credit union of choice.
Visit one of our Columbus area Right Pack Credit Union member centers near you. Based on individual members' experiences, results may vary.
When you saw your heating bills this winter, did you think this is out of control? The problem is your house is leaking money, and the only thing higher than your heating bills are your cooling bills. Steve here from USA Insulation. Let us fix your energy bill problem for good. If you aren't foam insulated, you really aren't insulated. For $99 a month, interest-free, we'll foam your home and help cut those energy bills. 529-2440 or usainsulation.net.
USA Insulation. Menards.com business accounts are built for pros. Need to buy more materials for the Johnson house? Order it online and keep it straight with job name tracking. Need help managing purchases? Easily look up receipts and run transaction reports to make bookkeeping a breeze. Running short on time? Send an employee to get what you need with authorized purchasers. Best of all, it's secure and fast. Spend more time on the job. Create a Menards.com business account today. Save big money at Menards.
Aviators football returns Friday, April 17th, 8 p.m. kickoff. The first 5,000 fans through the gates take home a free team flag. Grab your tickets now at uflaviators.com. United we fly.
Tax time is here, folks. That refund's burning a hole in your pocket, or maybe you're just ready for something bigger, tougher, more you? Well, listen up. Capital Ford's got what you need. Get 0% APR financing for up to 60 months on select models. Plus, qualified buyers can defer payments for up to 90 days. Capital Ford has options for everyone. Great rates, flexible terms, and approval power to put you behind the wheel fast. No perfect credit needed. So what are you waiting for? Visit CapitalFordColumbus.com today. See dealer for details. Not all buyers qualify.
Recently, our company softball team lost the big game by 1 run. Then Dale tried to console us with the quote, "Winning isn't everything." Dale's a loser. I play to win, like early payout from Bet365. If my team goes up big, I get paid out instantly, even if they blow the lead later. Sound familiar, Dale? Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
The new Omaha Steak Store is now open at 1033 Polaris Parkway at Polaris Commons. Stop in today and save 50% store-wide on legendary steaks, burgers, and more. Plus, get doorbuster deals starting at just $19.99. Discover the Omaha Steaks difference today at the new store at Polaris Commons in Columbus.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios, driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Columbus Blue Jackets are back on the ice tonight in Buffalo. The Jackets are 2 points behind a playoff spot with 4 games left to play. Puck drop versus the Sabres is just after 7 with pregame coverage starting at 6:30 here on The Fan. On the diamond, the Cleveland Guardians dominated the Kansas City Royals 10-2, while the Cincinnati Reds had their 5-game winning streak snapped in a 7-4 loss in Miami. The Reds will finish their series with the Marlins at 12-10 on The Fan 2. And Evan Mobley had 21 points and a career-high 19 rebounds in a 122-116 victory over the Hawks last night. The Cavs have off today and will play again Friday. Their regular season finale will be this Sunday. This update is sponsored by High Bank Distillery Co., locally inspired dishes and award-winning cocktails. Visit highbankco.com to make your reservation. Dine, drink, distill at High Bank. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Remember the time producer Dylan said that Alabama should be in the playoffs and that Tyvis started yelling at him? Those were good times. And remember later that day when Tyvis punched him in the face? Oh, classic stuff. Here's T-Bone and Tyvis.
Rick Bonis will join us coming up at 7:30. Bones, obviously in Buffalo, getting ready. His Jackets taking on the Buffalo Sabres. They are in need, of course, Jackets are, of every point they can get. Looking at the NHL standings this morning, they still remain in the same place they were last time we looked yesterday. Flyers, Senators both on 92 points, 78 games played. Jackets have played 78 as well, but they have 90 points. So got to get wins. And as we talked about last week, what? Yesterday we talked about this, Tyvis. That's when we did it. What is the tiebreaker for we get to a playoff spot that's in doubt and both teams are tied? Regulation wins.
Regulation wins, yeah.
Yeah, so Senators have 35 regulation wins. They are in wild card spot number 2. Jackets have 27. However, the Flyers, who are in the 3rd spot in the Metro, they have 25 regulation wins. So if the Flyers do win games, we would like them not to. But if they do, we'd rather them go to overtime, right? Because that would help with the tiebreaker. Jackets need to continue to get regulation wins, but they need to get wins, period, first and foremost. Mm-hmm. So, and you do need the Flyers or the Senators to lose games as well, but there are only 4 left. So if you end up tied with the Flyers, regulation wins, as long as the Jackets hold that tiebreaker, that's the key. But tonight, none of that should matter. Go out, get 2 points, however you get them, and let's keep it moving. And then let's hope the Flyers and the Senators and other teams can help you by losing. But that's all tonight. We'll have coverage for you right here on The Fan, as we will have that game, as we always do, as we're the home of the Blue Jackets.
The best, the worst, and sometimes even the dumbest. It's all here on The List.
Sponsored by Baths R Us. Go to bathsrus.com to schedule your free estimate. Baths R Us, where dreams soak in.
All right, today's list. Top 3 sporting events that we want to see. And I got to tell you, I tried to do this. I initially was thinking I want to just go with events, but I couldn't just stick to sporting events, right?
Okay.
I mean, they are sports events, all of these, but they're not. One of them is specifically based on a team. The other ones are based on just the event, is what I'm saying. So,
okay,
we'll get there.
Yes. I think I'm there with you. Go ahead.
My number 3 is actually the one that is based on a team. I gave a lot of thought to other events that I love, like WrestleMania. I didn't put it in here, but I thought about it because I do consider that. I do consider that a sporting event, sports entertainment, but whatever. But the one that I'm doing number 3, I want to see a Premier League game in England. Like I've seen the Premier League here in the U.S., but that is a form of soccer in England that I would love to see in person.
Atmosphere.
Yeah, with the diehard fans who've been there since day one. I want to go be a part of that. And the team I root for is called Sunderland. They're up in the very northern part of England, almost up by Scotland. And I would like to go to Sunderland, to the Stadium of Light, and watch my team play a real Premier League game in that stadium. So for me, Sunderland in the Stadium of Light, that is number 3 for me. Top 3 sporting events I want to attend.
Number 3 for me, I want to experience something that you may have experienced. And Dylan, I don't know if Dylan has, but maybe he has. I want to witness a playoff game at Nationwide for the Jackets.
Yes, you do.
Because I've been to Nationwide regular season, and it has been amazing.
Yeah.
Playoffs, I can only imagine. I have to know. I got to know what it's like in the playoff atmosphere. Because if it's good like that regular season, then playoffs is amplified by like 10. To me, I would love to experience that. And it can happen.
Tyvis, it can happen, and I hope it will happen this year. But, yeah, playoff hockey is unlike anything I've ever experienced as far as the electricity in the building. The only thing I think that could be equated to, and you went this year, I guess you could experience this as a fan, but you played, is like the atmosphere at an OSU Michigan game where you're just, it's electrified the entire time. You're just like, oh my God, what's going to happen? Like, it's that for 3 periods of hockey. You're just on the edge of your seat constantly because you're like, this could be the goal that wins this game. I don't know.
Yeah.
And OSU Michigan is the only other time I've really felt like that at a sporting event. Now, I haven't been to every big event ever, but like, yes, playoff hockey, OSU Michigan game, they are at a similar level of electricity in the building where everyone's on edge the entire time. That's what I would equate that to. Dylan, you're number 3.
So, Tyvis, I have experienced a Jackets playoff game, and I've also been lucky enough to experience a lot of things that would probably be on this list if I didn't do it already, like a World Series game I've done, NBA Finals. Yeah. I've been to a WrestleMania.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Right on.
So
Good
my number 3 of things I haven't done yet, the Kentucky Derby. It's essentially right down the road. I want to dress up nice and fancy one time, have a mint julep, see the celebrity row going on down there. It just seems like a fun event.
Can I say, as someone, because I've gone to the Indy 500, and that is, I think, a similar type of event from the standpoint of you are spending a lot of time to get into that place. Parking's a nightmare. You're a bunch of people that are descending on a place that usually doesn't have that many people there. And then you're waiting around for a very long time to see an event, right? So I'm saying if I could teleport into the Kentucky Derby for like 2 hours and then teleport back out, yes, I'm with you. I would go have a few drinks, meander around, place a wager, watch the Derby, and then get right back out. But you have to get there 8 hours beforehand and wear all that stuff in the heat. Usually, if it's warm, it's probably usually warm, right? I think they usually have fairly warm weather for that. Anyway, I could see that being fun, but if I had to do all the other stuff around it, for me, it wouldn't be worth it for a 2-minute race.
Ain't that coming up soon?
Probably in the next
May.
Yeah, probably in the next month and a half. I would say it's usually in the spring. Yeah, so you're right.
Well, but that's it's always around my daughter's birthday.
My number 2 on my top 3 sporting events I want to see, and again, this is also apparently I want to go to Europe. Is what I want to do because this one I want to go to an F1 race. Okay, Formula 1, but I want to go to Monaco. Monaco is like, a beautiful country, essentially, little, town and whatever. But I want to go there because they run these high-powered race cars through this gorgeous city. It is one of the wealthiest per capita cities in the world. There are yachts parked up. People watch it from a yacht.
Must be nice.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I want to go live. I want to go stay in a luxury condo for like the entire week. Again, this will never happen because you'd have to have probably $50,000, $100,000 to do something like this. But I would love to go do that for a week and just be there with all the drivers walking around and see the sights. And then, of course, actually watch, which is usually a very boring race. But it's the best race cars on the planet driving through a tiny little city streets. Yeah, sign me up for that. I'd watch that.
My number 2 is something that I believe Dylan might have experienced. I want to go watch the Yankees play the Red Sox at Yankee Stadium at night.
Ooh, okay.
I think that is going to be, I think it's a banger of a game.
Okay, LeBron James.
You think of the
guy
rivalry.
from Cleveland who wants to go watch the Yankees.
Because I've been to I've seen the Guardians. I've seen all of that. I want to experience a different, stadium.
Okay.
And the Yankee Stadium is a historic place and all of those things. So I wonder, and I know that rivalry is very historic. I would love to go experience that. The Cleveland thing, I've already done it. I've seen all of that.
I will tell you, I've gone to a Mets-Yankees game. And Dylan, I'm sure you've gone to plenty of Yankees games as well, being a Yankees fan. But have you been to a Red Sox-Yankees game?
I have.
How is that atmosphere? And have you been to a Mets-Yankees game?
Yes.
How do they compare?
I would say the Mets-Yankees banter between the fans is more of like a brotherly type of rivalry versus the Yankees-Red Sox is just more pure hatred.
Yeah.
See?
Okay.
I love that.
You love pure hatred.
Hate.
Dylan, what's your number 2?
My number 2 is the greatest spectacle in racing, the Indy 500. Like I said, it's close. Don't understand why I haven't been there
go
yet.
With T-Bone.
Go with me.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to see the winner chug the milk and kiss the bricks.
All right.
You want to see Michael Jordan do his thing?
He doesn't do that at Indy. He does that at NASCAR. But if he buys an IndyCar team, maybe he will. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
You would stop with it. Look, I will say this, Dylan. This year, all the tickets have already been claimed. Those have long been claimed. But next year, you want in, I'll give you dibs.
Let's
you can
do
go.
it.
You can go. It'll be a lot of fun. My number 1, the national championship game for college football, only in one location, though. I want to see that in the Rose Bowl. The years where the Rose Bowl hosts the national championship game, I want to go there and watch. I want to see the Buckeyes in it, obviously. But if the year that it happens that I can go, they're not in it, I'd still go. I want to see a national championship game in the Rose Bowl.
That's a great pick by you. Now,
every once in a while.
I'm going to pick something that might not ever happen.
Go. Okay.
I want to see the Browns in a playoff game in downtown Cleveland before they leave downtown Cleveland.
This is sad.
They've never hosted a home playoff
sad.
game. I would love to see it, though. They got.
Well, they have hosted home playoff games, but not since you were alive.
Correct. Yes.
Exactly.
No.
Right.
Yes. I'm talking about
Yes.
downtown at the Huntington Bank.
Yes.
I want to see the Browns host a playoff game. They got 2 seasons. This season, next season, and the season after that. Right.
I say it's sad because most Browns fans you would think would say, I want to see him play in a Super Bowl before I die. And you're saying, I just want to see them get a playoff game in downtown Cleveland.
Yeah.
That's how low our expectations are.
That atmosphere downtown Cleveland.
My
playoff game.
God. Oh, that would be something. That would be awesome. Dylan, what's your number 1?
My number 1, even though none of the 3 of us are big golf fans, is the Masters.
Oh, you do want to go?
Yes.
For what reason?
For what reason? See a shot on Amen Corner, eat some pimento cheese sandwiches, just see what adult Disneyland is all about.
Yeah. I mean, it is like that. They say the gift shop is just as pricey as anything you'll find at Disney World. But yeah, hey, man, I don't slide any. Like I said, golf is not my thing. If you could teleport me in and out for I don't want to take anybody's thing. I would never do the lottery because what if I won and got to go and someone like Timmy Hall's been trying for years doesn't get in? That would suck.
I actually want to see that happen. I want you to
take Timmy.
That's not cool.
Then just throw it in his face.
Yeah, if
I joined the lottery and won, I'd give the ticket to Timmy.
I don't. Yeah, that's right. That would be the right thing to do. All right, you know what? You can help us out with the list. You can actually go on the Fan app. Click on the record audio button and then let us know what yours are. Let us know what events you would want to go to. What would be one of your bucket list items, sporting event you'd want to go see? You can do that now. Just go to the Fan app, click record audio. You'll be right there. Jerimiah Smith let everyone know that he was never going to go anywhere yesterday. We'll tell you what kind of offers were coming to him next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. Right now, we are still watching a crash on the south side on 23. Expect some lane restrictions in both directions right near London Groveport Road. Again, that's on 23 on the south side, just south of the 270-23 split. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
Great Lakes Hyundai. The savings are so good.
Spring into savings at Great Lakes Hyundai. Right now, drive your new Hyundai with payments as low as $94 per month for a 2-year lease. Get spring lease savings on every model from Elantra to Palisade. Plus, every new Hyundai comes with owner assurance and America's best warranty. A 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. Dublin or Columbus or glakeshyundai.com. With approved credit. Payment on 26 Elantra SC. $39.95 down plus tax title first month payment. 7,500 miles per year ends $430.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. As a longtime homeowner, I know how it goes when it comes to things that need to be fixed around the house and you just haven't gotten to them. Like maybe that leaky faucet that always has a drip. You think about it, but you never take care of it. And now it's just a part of the house. It's character. Maybe it's your windows that are always sticking and you can't get them open. So you just don't think about it. Who cares? Except now the weather's nice. You want to open the windows, and again, you can't because they're not fixed. Get new windows from Window Nation. They've made it easy to get top quality custom fit windows with their the more you buy, the more you save sale. You could save up to 50% off all your windows. Plus, you could get them with 0 interest for 5 years. Did you know investing in your home is actually one of the best investments you can make, especially in uncertain times? Experts report that windows retain 80% of their value. Energy efficient, beautiful windows from Window Nation with great deals going on now. Schedule your free consultation at windownation.com.
Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Spring cleaning isn't just for your house, it's for your life. If your job is getting old, it's time to clear the clutter and spring into IT. Go to My Computer Career.
My Computer Career helped me get the skills and certifications I needed to start a new life as an IT professional in months, not years.
Earn the certifications the top employers are looking for right now. Visit mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation to see if it's time to spring into IT. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at runyondentalgroup.com. That's runyondentalgroup.com.
Coffee, sandwich, hash browns. Tired of the same breakfast routine? Time to refresh your morning ritual with a $6 Tim's Trio from Tim Hortons. It starts with a premium blend of freshly brewed coffee, a hot, savory breakfast sandwich made with freshly cracked eggs, and for a tasty twist, a daily baked donut to sweeten the deal. Ask for the $6 Tim's Trio. Your morning ritual refreshed. Only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, must ask for offer. Medium coffee only. Terms apply.
Newman Roofing, as part of their 2026 Commitment to Community initiative, is proud to partner with 10 TV and The Fan to relaunch Raise the Roof, honoring local heroes going above and beyond. We are calling on you to help us recognize the volunteers, educators, first responders, and everyday difference makers who are making a meaningful impact in your community to be recognized on 10 TV and The Fan. Send in your nominations and stories to 10tv.com/raisetheroof. 10tv.com/raisetheroof. Nominate a local hero today and help us raise the roof for those who make a difference.
Sun, splashes, and nonstop fun await at Zoombezi Bay.
Get your season pass for unlimited thrills,
including our all-new conservation tower. Buy now at ZoombeziBay.com.
Hi, I'm Josie. My daughter turns 5 today. Blow out the candles. I'm also an Ohio State Highway Patrol trooper. When you move over and slow down, you're not only giving me room to work, you're making sure I can get home to celebrate with my daughter.
Roadside workers have lives and families, but when they're on the job, they put it all on the line to protect and serve us. When you see flashing lights, remember, they're not just roadside workers. Thank you for moving over and slowing down.
Brought to you by ODOT, USDOT, NHTSA, and ODPS.
Hi, I'm Cherie Sample Hughes, Women in Government Board Chair. Alzheimer's disease often starts subtly with a memory slip, lost word, or forgotten appointment. For patients experiencing memory and thinking issues, there are FDA-cleared blood biomarker tests that can help detect the buildup of proteins in the brain that can lead to the symptoms of Alzheimer's disease. That's why early detection and diagnosis are so important. Sharing details about your memory and thinking issues with your doctor can help determine if testing is right for you. Find more at womeningovernment.org.
Think you know Buckeye football? These two say, hold my beer. The Beat with Austin and Berm.
Sponsored by the Waterworks.
Daily on the Fan's YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. Your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A mild start for us compared to the last couple of days. And then as we head into today, warm, breezy, and sunny with highs in the mid to upper 70s. For tonight, mostly clear with overnight lows down into the 50s. And then for Friday, chances of showers and storms in the second half of the day. Otherwise, skies will be partly sunny and it'll be breezy with highs in the mid 70s. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 weather impact forecast.
The Big Nine was a sad, incomplete place. Enter Ohio State. The rest is history. The Buckeye Show.
Weeknights at 6.
The Fan. Every time Tyvis laughs, take a drink. Just kidding. You'd be dead in 30 seconds. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Hey, good news. I have a dude in baseball with his pants down update. Seriously.
No.
No.
You ever seen Buck with his pants down?
Well, okay, this is from the Braves game the other night. Their broadcasters, they were showing inside the dugout, and I don't know who they were focusing on, but they were focusing on another player. They were talking about him. They're showing him walk back through the dugout towards the camera, right? Well, in the background, Ronald Acuna Jr. is sitting there with his, now he's got like sliding shorts on underneath his pants, so you don't see, obviously, there's no nudity or anything. But he has his pants fully down around his ankles as he's like readjusting something and doing whatever he's doing. And so this is what you hear on the broadcast as they're showing the other player. You see him there with no pants on.
And Ronald has his pants down in the background. Sorry, folks. Live television. It's all about making adjustments.
All about making adjustments.
You ever seen Buck with his pants down?
So I'm just saying, that's like 2 weeks of baseball. We've had two references to guys having their pants down in the dugout.
But that one, the first one
was not.
He shouldn't have did him like that.
No, because he was talking about the socks. He was saying if you see him with his pants legs down at the ankle, not up above the socks.
We shouldn't have did him like that.
You can't say that. You ever see Buck with his pants down?
No.
No, I haven't. Also, I hope that we get that same audio, but it's a Joe Buck, and it's during a broadcast.
You ever seen Buck with his pants down?
Sure, why not? So Jerimiah Smith yesterday, he was apparently earlier this week did an interview with On 3's Chris Lowe, and the article came out yesterday where he was asked about how much money he could have made in the transfer portal. Jerimiah Smith said, over $10 million easy, but that's not how I operate. I want to remind people that according to what I'm going to now call the liars at Michigan, they say that their Ward Manual said their entire basketball roster that just dominated college basketball and won the national championship, he said they only spent $10 million on that roster, and to which I say, no way. That is all lie. You cannot tell me you spent $10 million on that roster. It was too good.
Cap.
But if that, let's just pretend like that's true for a second. You're telling me that in basketball, I can buy a $10 million roster and win the national championship with the right coach and the right everything. But in football, that doesn't lure away Jerimiah Smith from Ohio State. But there are guys, presumably, that are getting offered money close to that. I'm just saying, the football spending is insane, as much as it's insane in all the other sports, too.
Wait a minute.
It's on a different level in football.
I wonder, do we know what Cooper Flag made at Duke?
No.
I don't remember.
Was it 10
I feel like I'm using this a lot today.
No.
I don't know off the top of my head.
So Cooper Flag was considered like a generational guy. If he didn't get $10 million.
Yeah, I would be shocked. Like, I
there ain't no way nobody else getting $10
all right.
million, right?
AJ DeBanza this year at BYU, which Yes, BYU has some good coaches. I understand that BYU has all the, they're trying to build that into a basketball program.
Oh, never mind. They say he got $28 million.
But that's with all his endorsements, like the New Balance thing got pushed back.
Hey. Hang on. Hang on. No. Like, let's not conflate NIL with like this guy's going to the NBA, so a shoe company already got involved with him. That's like a future investment. That's
Jeremiah Smith with Adidas and BattleNet is making probably more than $10 million. That's not just like the designated. Like
AJ DeBanza is estimated between $5 to $7 million.
That's what I heard from an NIL standpoint from the school, like from the donors and the people around the school. That's what he was getting. If AJ DeBanza has endorsements beyond that, I'm quite sure.
If this is the case, then Ward Manuel might not be telling a lie.
I maybe, I guess. But I'm just saying, like, my point is, if Jeremiah Smith could have got $10 million a year for 1 year of football.
I'm about to say it'd have been 1 year, but whew.
Okay, he's a generational player.
I believe it.
But what do we see in college football? This year, one guy gets this offer, or it's like speculated that one team did this. Next year,
Brendan Sorsby went to Texas Tech.
Correct.
Yeah, from Cincinnati.
So I'm seeing numbers between 5 and 7 everywhere. But
2 years ago, $5 million for a player would have been, oh my God, are you insane? They're not. That was like what it was rumored that maybe, I think that was rumored what Marvin Harrison could have got. Remember that? When they shot that down, they said he could have got that if he went to USC. Now we're talking about the star receiver at Ohio State could have been getting 10 if he'd gone elsewhere. What I'm saying is now that $5 million number is fairly normal for a star player in college football. It's not out of the realm of possibility to believe that's true.
Money went up.
What do you think is going to happen the next 2 years?
The money going to go up.
What do you think if Chris Henry Jr. pans out to be the guy? Or if Brock Boyd, for all I know, pans out to be the guy? What are they going to be offering those type of players in 2 more years? You know what I'm saying? Like the stud players now, Jeremiah Smith saying, I got an absurd number, $10 million. Man. 2 years from now, are we going to be saying, oh, yeah, of course, you have 4 $10 million players on your roster. That's just the way it is.
What if the $10 million came from USF?
Yeah, hey, it could, I guess. I mean, are they moving like that at USF? I don't know either.
Hey, yesterday, Brian Hartline supposedly offered RJ Day a scholarship to come down to USF.
Did he really?
Maybe they're going to give him a few $1 million.
Good for RJ Day.
Good, yes, good for RJ. Ryan's son, of course. That is good. I'm just trying to point out here that the numbers that we heard, remember when Ohio State was accused of spending $20 million on their roster to win a national championship? And the argument that came back was either they didn't spend that much or it was, yeah, they did, but so did like 10 other teams. But $20 million was the number. How many teams right now do you think are spending $40+ million on their roster in college football?
Does that include revenue sharing?
Yeah. I'm saying you probably have
everybody.
Okay.
At least the top 5.
What do you think in 2 years? Do you think there will be a number of teams that are over $60, $70 million? I bet there will be a handful of teams that are going to be over that number next year.
I think that's what Urban and all the people at the White House is trying to prevent.
They are. But also, I don't know how you put that toothpaste back in the toothpaste container, as a wise man once said on this show. I don't know. The only way you do that is by having a contract with your employees, which is what they've essentially become, and then you put some kind of collectively bargained thing together. We're years away from that happening. They can't executive order that into existence. So I don't know how a court won't strike down all these things that they tried to do, that Urban was talking about.
Then
they're going to strike it down.
The NFL money got to go up, because you're telling me that Jeremiah Smith for 1 year will make more money than a first-round pick?
Right.
Because just because you signed for $28 million or whatever the first pick, that don't mean as soon as you day one, you get that. That's over a course of like 4 or 5, 4 years, maybe 5.
Yeah.
So you telling me for rookie season versus your last season in college, you taking a pay cut?
But you know what? I bet the NFL owners won't even factor that in, because they'll say, okay, cool. Another year of preparing this guy for our league, making him get more notoriety, more fame, more whatever. So when he comes here, even more people know who he is. Awesome. Go ahead and keep developing him for us, and you guys can pay those insane prices. We're not going to. And for guys like Jeremiah Smith, he even said it's not about the money. It's about playing at Ohio State. It's about being a part of something bigger. It's about winning championships.
If it's anybody in college football that's worth $10 million, it's him for sure.
Of course.
I mean, if Ohio State was paying him $10 million, nobody would say a thing.
But the funny thing is, he'll go to the NFL this year, I'm quite sure, because he'll say, for me, it's about doing the next thing in my career. I don't care about the money. But the money might be better in college for him like in 2027, if Jeremiah Smith stayed for his senior year, he might be able to get more in college than he would in the NFL. And that's saying something. That's insane, but that's where we live right now. All right, 2 minutes away, Rick Bonis, Jackets heads coach. He will join us as the Jackets are in Buffalo to take on the Sabres. You'll hear from him when we get back. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there and happy Thursday. Still watching some slowdowns on 23 on the south side. This is south of the 270-23 split. Expect some lane restrictions right near London Groveport Road. I'm 10 TD's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
The weather in Central Ohio just got better, so why shouldn't your loan rate? CME Federal Credit Union wants to try to beat your current loan rate by 2% on autos and toys. Plus, no payments for 90 days on car loans and 60 days on motorcycles, boats, and more. Go to CMEFCU.org today.
Working your way through that home projects list, that means more flushes, more showers, more fiddling with the thermostat. Trust the pros at the Waterworks with your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Our certified pros can repair or replace your air conditioner or furnace. Clogs? Call the Waterworks. Drain issues? Call the Waterworks. Plumbing problems? Call the Waterworks. HVAC breakdowns? Call the Waterworks. The Waterworks. Trusted and certified plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling experts.
Protect your home or business with Ramos Roofing. Trusted roofing, siding, and gutter solutions with free estimates and flexible financing. Call 614-761-7663 or visit RamosRoofingOhio.com today. Ramos Roofing. Reliable, local, built right.
Tax time is here, folks. That refund burning a hole in your pocket? Or maybe you're just ready for something bigger, tougher, more you? Head to Capital Ford in Whitehall and drive home in a brand new F-150, Explorer, Bronco, or Mustang with incredible tax time savings. Right now, get 0% APR for up to 60 months on select models, plus qualified buyers can defer payments for up to 90 days. At Capital Ford, you'll find great rates, flexible terms, and approval power that get you behind the wheel fast. Visit CapitalFordColumbus.com today. See dealer for details. Not all buyers qualify.
We are your radio home for the Buckeyes, Browns, and all the NFL games you can handle. We may have a bit of a football problem. Oh, yeah? The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Freshly brewed coffee.
Yes, it's coffee time. Coffee.
And a chat with Jackets coach Rick Bonis, who came out of retirement just to talk to T-Bone and Tyvis. I shall call this segment Coffee with the Coach.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING when you need a company you can trust.
Every Thursday, we talk to Jackets head man Rick Bonis and the Bryan Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Had to have it, Rick, on Tuesday night in Detroit, that 4-3 win. What did that do for your group as far as kind of getting the focus back on, hey, we've been doing the right things, now we're actually playing the hockey we want to, and we got a result?
Well, it was certainly a boost we needed, obviously a game we needed, and the key guys came through at the right time. So, Z scored the big power play goal to tie the game up. Mo scored that big goal with 17 seconds ago. So we should, listen, those are two even teams, and it was a battle out there. And we found a way to get the job done and get the 2 points. Jet was outstanding in the net. We gave up 2 breakaways, one in overtime. You don't want to see that. So there were some mistakes made. Speaking of that, those are mistakes we won't get away with tonight against the Buffalo Sabres. So we will have to tighten it up a little bit here. But just a tremendous effort from everybody. We finally started to put more pucks toward the net. Scoring 3 goals certainly helped. But the shot attempts were up. The chances for were back up where they're supposed to be. So when you see that, you see more of a buy-in from everybody and everyone trying to contribute offensively.
Coach, we listened to a couple of guys from the Jackets talk about how, like, during the losing streak, one of the things that they felt they got away from was playing team hockey. Mm-hmm. My thing is, how did that happen? Like, what sparked them to say, like, I can take a guy 1-on-3 versus trying to get other guys involved?
Well, that's what we had to address, and that's what we had to clean up. And when we saw it, we addressed it. sometimes they just want to do too much, honestly, and they think they can do those things. That if I get this, it's going to really help the team. Well, there's another team out there, and they're pretty good, and they're not going to let you do that. So honestly, part of this is the learning curve of how to win at this time of year against good teams and against tough opponents. So those are, those are just, again, the biggest thing you take out of that, honestly. It's a learning curve, and you sit down with the players and talk to them. You cannot get away with that at this time of the year. Maybe in October, maybe in November, but certainly not in March and April. So it's all part of the learning curve of how this team has to learn to play the right way, the hard way at this time of year to push us across the line to get us into the playoffs.
Rick Bonis joining us in the Bryan Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Zach Werenski obviously scored the goal in the shootout that won the game in Detroit, and there was a story afterwards. He talked about how the lace on his skate broke, and he was kind of out there on one leg essentially. How much of that were you aware of when you guys decided to send him out there, and knowing that he would be a part of that, and did that come as news to you after the fact, or I know it's chaotic during the game, so how did that go for you?
I found out after the game. I was asked about it in the media scrum. I had no idea. So I went up to the trainers. I said, when something like that happens, it might help if I do that. He could have got out there, the thing totally loose, but he would have tried to take it. But no, those things are so rare that they happen. It obviously happened at a terrible time. But the tape today is so tight and so strong that you can get away with it for a short period of time. You're not going to take a shift on it, but you can certainly go take a shootout goal on it. But no, I knew absolutely nothing of it. But that won't happen again. Next time that happens, I better be the first to know.
Coach, obviously Buffalo was able to clinch their playoff spot last night and their win. Do you expect them to ease off a little bit, or are you expecting them to just still be the best, one of the better teams, and you're expecting to get their best shot?
We're going to get their best shot. They're fighting for first place in the conference. That gives them home ice advantage. So Montreal and Tampa are nipping out their heels, so we're going to get their best shot. As I mentioned earlier, some of the things we got away with in Detroit, we will not get away with tonight. That will be addressed this morning. We're going to get their best shot. They're going to have to get our best shot. And if we play our team defensive game, we'll get enough scoring chances to win. But if we try to go, rush for rush with these guys, they're the best team in the conference for a reason. And we're just going to have to be very, very on top of our team game. And our team game, when we know it, is when we're on it and they have 20 guys bought into it, we're really hard to play against. And that's got to be the message this morning. We got to get in their face. We got to get in front of them. We got to win some battles around the net. We got to make it a very hard game for them, because if we give it an easy game, we're going to be in a little bit of trouble.
Two of the younger guys on this roster, right? Adam Fantilli and Jack Greaves both had big moments in that win against Detroit, and for both their development, I mean, how much for younger players in general, when you've worked with them and you've dealt with them, especially the ones that have expectations on them, like both those guys do for this organization, they have moments like that in that game with everything on the line. What does that do for their confidence and for their growth as a player going forward to maybe maximize those moments and do that more often?
Well, I've got a great goaltending coach in Nick Baxter, and I let him do most of that. I always give the winning goalie a big hug at the end game when we win. That's my contribution. I just give him a big hug. With Mo, he needs to come through in those situations, and that does boost, and he shows you can do it, and you can play under pressure. He had a great chance against Winnipeg, the home game before. We lost 2-1. We had that opportunity 8 seconds to go, but he was in tighter. He didn't have as much angle to shoot at, so it was an easier save for the Hellebuck, the Winnipeg goalie. That was a tough save for him last night, or 2 nights ago, sorry. And those just hit the perfect spot. You put it on the short side as the goalie's moving to his left, and chances are it's going to hit him on the side and go in, and that's exactly what happened. But it was a great shot. It was a heavy shot, and it was a great release. And he came up in a big moment, and all that does is help you grow as a player.
Coach, we've seen that it's been jet and net for the past couple of games. Is that the rest of the season, the rest of the way, or do we see Elvis again? What is the status on tonight's game?
We will see Elvis again, but not tonight. Jet will stay in there tonight.
All right. There we go. Well, Rick, we hope that Buffalo is a profitable trip for you, and obviously up in Montreal on Saturday night as well. But I know you're focused on this one tonight. Best of luck going forward, and we're rooting for you. Thanks for the time.
All right. Appreciate it. I always enjoy our talks, guys. Enjoy your day.
There you go. Thanks. You too, Bones. Appreciate it. Rick Bonis on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Jackets tonight, 7 p.m. We'll have coverage starting at 6:30. And, it doesn't get bigger than this now. I mean, Buffalo tonight, Montreal, who is also one of the best teams in your conference on Saturday night. Both those on the road. Then you come home to play Boston, who's just always tough. And they're a playoff team again.
They got to get that one back.
Yeah, you do. And then
get that one back.
Close it out Tuesday with the Capitals, who are still technically not out of this thing. And that could be, if you can if they're still in it at that point.
Nail in the coffin, though.
But that could be Ovechkin's last game.
That's even more reason.
Right. I'm saying
you honor him by knocking him right out of
That's exactly right. Well, focus on tonight. Hopefully they'll get that done. We'll have all the coverage for you, like we said, right here coming up on the Fan.
I will say the Jackets are just a very, very short dog tonight, and that is odd to me. Plus 105 for the Jackets to win. You figured Buffalo would be a bigger favorite than that. I'm just saying.
Buffalo played last night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, that's probably a little of it is that, and a little bit of it is who's got the slightly bigger motivation here, right? Which is the Jackets have to win. Buffalo would like to win, and there's just something you can't replicate there. But yeah, it's Buffalo, no doubt. Buffalo's a better team. They've had a great season this year. They are a tough team. This is going to be a tough out tonight, but hopefully the Jackets can get it done. It is, of course, Masters weekend. Today starts the Masters. I'm watching on TV right now. Guys warming up, getting ready. One golfer has an interesting strategy for winning at Augusta this weekend. I'll tell you about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there and happy Thursday. Still watching one crash clear out on the south side on 23 near London Groveport Road. Everything else moving along just fine. We are seeing busy traffic on 71 near downtown and on 33 on the southeast side. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stutterwald with your Fan traffic.
Coffee, sandwich, hash browns. Tired of the same breakfast routine? Time to refresh your morning ritual with a $6 Tim's Trio from Tim Hortons. It starts with a premium blend of freshly brewed coffee, a hot, savory breakfast sandwich made with freshly cracked eggs, and for a tasty twist, a daily baked donut to sweeten the deal. Ask for the $6 Tim's Trio. Your morning ritual refreshed. Only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, must ask for offer. Medium coffee only. Terms apply.
We're hiring at Don's Garage Doors. No experience? No problem. We provide full training, a brand new van, top-of-the-line tools, a gas card, and steady jobs with weekly pay. This isn't just a job. It's a career with real growth, great pay, and job security. Our team members go from training to 6 figures, and we're ready to help you do the same. Don't wait. Apply now at donsgaragedoors.com.
Planet Fitness has everything you need to power your progress, so you can give everything you've got, all for just 1 cent down. Whether you want to get the most out of our best-in-class equipment or go all in with free fitness training, our trainers are ready to help you get stronger than ever before. Take your workout to the next level at Planet Fitness. Join the club today for 1 cent down, $15 a month. No commitment. Deal ends Friday, April 10th. You ready? Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet. See club for details.
Bo Bishop here. Picture this. Windows down, the beautiful countryside rolling by, the kids laughing in the back, and nowhere you have to be but wherever the road takes you. That's RV life. Find yours at RCD RV. 3 locations in Central Ohio or online anytime at rcdrv.com.
James Laurinaitis here for my guys at Green & Sons, the premier Kubota dealership in Central Ohio. I love my Kubota tractor, RTV, and zero-turn I got from Green & Sons, and you can check them out online at greenandsons.com or visit them in store in Mount Sterling or north of Marysville in Raymond for all your Kubota needs.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Let me ask you something. When's the last time a contractor did exactly what they said they would? On time, on budget, didn't give you any surprises at the end. With Bats R Us, there are no surprises. These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. On time, on budget. And here's the difference with Baths R Us. They have local crews, never subcontracted. The people who show up to your door, they're trained Baths R Us employees. They aren't just some random crew that got hired last week and has no idea what they're doing in your home. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space you're proud of, Baths R Us builds it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. 380-225-BATH. That's to call Baths R Us and deal with a company that started right here in Ohio and grew by word of mouth. Because they treat people right. They do what they say they're going to do. 380-225-BATH to call Baths R Us. Baths R Us. Bathrooms you can trust. Call now.
The great thing about Atlas Butler is they do it all. Heating, cooling, plumbing. Look, I'm busy with work. I don't have time to wait around or deal with lots of people. One company, one call, and they do it all. Wonder if they'll clean out my inbox. Seriously, offer that service. Please.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
The new Omaha Steak Store is now open at 1033 Polaris Parkway at Polaris Commons. Stop in today and save 50% store-wide on legendary steaks, burgers, and more. Plus, get doorbuster deals starting at just $19.99. Discover the Omaha Steaks difference today at the new store at Polaris Commons in Columbus. Aviators football returns Friday, April 17th, 8 p.m. kickoff. The first 5,000 fans through the gates take home a free team flag. Grab your tickets now at UFLaviators.com. United we fly.
Think you know Buckeye football? These two say, hold my beer. The Beat with Austin and Berm.
Sponsored by the Waterworks.
Daily on the Fan's YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. Your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan. All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. One of these men is bald and fat. The other is T-Bone. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
50% off. That's a pretty good deal, and that's the deal you could get now from Window Nation with their the more you buy, the more you save sale. You could get up to 50% off all the windows for your home. You could also get them with 0% interest financing for 5 years. And I don't bring this up enough with Window Nation, but all their windows come with a lifetime guarantee. Lifetime warranty on everything that they sell you on those windows. So that is something, because Window Nation stand behind their product. They're going to stand behind what they put in your house. They send out crews that know how to install them. They inspect them a bunch of times before they leave the factory. And of course, they have a 96% satisfaction rating with their previous customers. So that's why Window Nation is proud to offer you the best windows in the business, and they can do it at a great price. The more you buy, the more you save sale going on now. Up to 50% off all the windows for your home, and get them with 0% interest financing for 5 years. That is available to you as well. But the sale ends soon, so hurry now to windownation.com to schedule your free consultation. That's windownation.com to schedule your free consultation today.
So as you know, Wendy's have come out with this spicy chicken sandwich.
I do know this.
And I want to try it, but I only can do it on Wednesdays. And I totally forgot to do it yesterday.
You're dieting.
But it's funny because it's like in the atmosphere, people just kind of know like what other people are feeling. Meat Sweats went out and he tried it and he said it is a downgrade, not worth it.
Oh no.
He said he's done with the Wendy's until they bring back Dave's spicy chicken.
Well, see,
and I'm a little crushed because it looks good on the commercial.
Sure. The spicy chicken sandwich from Wendy's, if you're not familiar, they have changed the bun. They have changed, I don't know if they changed the actual filet, but they changed some of the other, they put pickles on it now. They're trying to make it more like
delicious.
The chicken sandwiches that other places do.
Like Popeyes, Bojangles, the actual chicken places.
Yeah, well, whatever. The Wendy's spicy chicken was its own thing, and I've always enjoyed it. And the problem is, I think a few days ago we were talking about this, and I said, I'll go out and try one today. And then I have been just slacking off in my duties as host. I should have been out there in the trenches for all of you trying this sandwich. So if you've tried it and it's improved or it's downgraded, let us know at Bone and Tyvis 971. But I have to do it. I'm going to leave here. I have to run a few errands. I will make sure one of those errands is going to Wendy's and getting the new spicy chicken sandwich.
Well, I'm trying to figure out what is this kid's meal that Dylan had yesterday.
This is the other thing. So Dylan in the chat last
Is that a
night,
kid's meal that you
in our
said?
group chat, Dylan sends a thing that's like, I have to talk about this, and it's the K-pop Demon Hunter McDonald's meal, and I thought, isn't this a Happy Meal? But you were saying that, like, the sauces in this meal are excellent.
Yes.
Is that it?
So the Happy Meal right now is the Mario movie.
Okay.
So Gianna wants that. She thinks she's a Happy Meal collector. So the toy collector. So she has Mario and Baby or Bowser Jr. right now.
Okay, sure, fine.
So she asked me if I could get this K-pop Demon Hunters meal, which is not a kid's meal.
Oh, it's not?
No.
What is it? What does it come? What's in the meal?
So there's two. For those familiar that your kids watched it, there's the Saja Boys meal, which is a breakfast meal, which I did not get because it was not breakfast time.
Okay.
I got the Hunter meal for Huntrix, the girl band in the movie.
Oh, okay, sure.
And it was just a 10-piece chicken nugget meal, but it came with ramen seasoning for your fries.
Oh.
And then they have a demon sauce for the Saja Boys.
I mean, I like that.
Yes.
Is it hot?
What's wrong with it? No, that one's not hot. But then the Hunter sauce is spicy.
See, I would think the demon sauce would be spicy. That sounds like a hot sauce, like a demon, like something like that. Just hell hot. Like that's what I would think is the spicy sauce, but it's not.
Tyvis. You know, with me and food, I do not choose. I got both sauces and tried them both. Why would I just choose one?
Of course.
Like, because life is about making choices.
No, not for me. I want it all, and I want it now. But the sauces, both sauces, worth trying. I would say
Who he is, J.G. Wentworth?
I don't need cash now. I need sauces from McDonald's.
You need all your
now.
sauces. That's what. That's actually a good comparison.
The demon sauce is like a hollandaise sauce, but it's purple.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
That would throw me for a loop if I opened up and the sauce is purple. But a hollandaise sauce is good.
Right.
So is it like what they put on like the bagel sandwiches at McDonald's? They call it a hollandaise sauce.
Yeah.
It's not, but it's
similar
good.
taste.
Yeah,
Just give
okay.
me some barbecue, man.
And then the Hunter sauce, I would say, is like a sweet and spicy, but more spicy than sweet.
Okay, like maybe a Thai chili type of thing?
Yeah, that's probably a better comparison.
Okay, because I've had like those usually tend to be a little sweet but more spicy.
But don't sleep on the ramen seasoning you could put on the fries if you go out and get it.
Well, I already committed to going to the Wendy's spicy chicken sandwich. Now you got me wanting to try the K-pop Demon Hunter meal. So
we talked about not having to choose. You still have to eat at least 2 more meals today, T-Bone. That's true. And McDonald's and Wendy's should be.
By the way, there was a Christian metal band called Demon Hunter, and that every time I see the K-pop Demon Hunter thing, I think I'm like, oh, Demon. No, it's not that band. Sorry.
Then it also comes with cards. Like they kind of look like Pokemon cards.
Oh.
You want to throw that to your kid after you get the meal.
Okay. Now, in my house, if I go home with a K-pop Demon Hunter meal, like that will be, the kids will all be like, why didn't you buy me one? How much do these things cost?
It was like $11.
See, that's why.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not buying them for all of you. If I go get one, it'll be for me to try, just for the purposes of the show. I'm not getting 3 of those things for my kids who'll eat half of it anyway. No, that's not
See,
happening.
that's where you're wrong, because my kids will eat all of it and then ask for more.
You two have had, well, pretty much you had 3 kids on purpose. You guys are crazy.
What?
That's not an economically sound decision.
I mean,
I'm fine with my one. She's enough. She's affecting my bank account enough.
Well, technically, mine's become a problem now when I have the third one, because with the first 2, they're both girls. So like clothes wise,
yes,
it's a lot of hand-me-downs. Correct.
Right.
So like you ain't really got to buy that much for the younger one. You probably buying for the older, right? Yeah. Now that I'm having a boy, like I got to buy a whole new set. But this is where having friends come in, because Josh Perry's son is big and he's growing out of his stuff. So send it on down.
That's right.
Over.
That's right. So I saw this with the Masters today. Bryson DeChambeau says he's using a 5-iron that he 3D printed himself. He said, there's this nature that I have about myself where innovation is a habit of mine, and I really find and take pride in that ability to learn, even through failure, even through making a decision, a bad one or a good one, what I can get from that. Now he says he's going to put this invention of his to the test He said, all I can say right now is if I don't put this in the bag, it's my fault now. Apparently, he's asking the PGA for approval. They have to approve this 5-iron, but he claimed it had a little different shape, and it's something that he's been working on, but he printed it himself. I don't know how you print. Maybe he just printed like the actual
just how they print
the head of the iron, not the whole shaft. I don't know.
They print the meat.
Head, shaft.
You need length and girth.
That's what they say.
Do you think they're going to approve it?
I don't know, but
if they don't approve it, do we just take him out of the race for winning it?
No, but he'll just go back to whatever he's been using. But I find it interesting that, like, I've never seen someone DIY their golf club. You know what I mean? Like, when you go and you're doing house repairs, it's like, I can fix that myself. Sometimes that works if you're really good at it. But a lot of times you need to call someone because we're not all handymen and we don't all know what we're doing, right? I just feel like maybe that's better left to the pros. But they call him the mad scientist for a reason.
Did they show what the new club looked like?
I haven't seen it, but there is a big gathering of people who are going to follow him around to see
this club,
what this is called.
Well, they got to approve it first.
If it gets approved, they're saying it'll be a 5-iron frenzy. That is 2 Christian music references in one segment, ladies and gentlemen.
A dozen people are getting these references.
I am flying high today. Demon Hunter and 5-Iron Frenzy. Listen to both. They're very different bands, but both okay with the Jesus, my guy. All right. Ryan Day spoke on one of the biggest controversies of the season. You'll hear what he said next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Thursday. Still watching crews clear out a crash on 23 on the south side. This is as you're pushing into that 23-270 split. Watch for crews clearing that out right now. But everything else looking nice and clear. Busy traffic on 161 in New Albany and on 23 on the north side. Make it a great day. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steigerwald with your fan traffic.
Get Eco.
ECO. Hey, Jerry, you know how we remind people not to be a sump pump grump this time of year?
I sure do. If people's sump pumps aren't pumpy, they sure can get grumpy.
And down in the dumpy.
But our $89 sump pump inspection can replace all that sump pump grumpiness with happiness.
Even if it doesn't rhyme.
Get Eco.
ECO. Our expert sump pump plumbers will make sure your sump pump is working to spec and ready to pump. We'll even do a camera inspection of your downspout drainage system to make sure there aren't any backups causing problems down the line.
And turn your sump pump grump into a flow-it-all, know-it-all.
Get Eco.
ECO. Jerry, I'm starting to think not everything we do has to rhyme.
But rhymes help people remember things they like, Aaron. I mean, you like hokey pokey, don't you?
I do like the hokey pokey.
Get Eco.
ECO. Eco plumbers, electricians, and sump pump technicians.
We can come the day you call us.
We're 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Brian, I've been meaning to ask you something.
Okay, ask away.
Sometimes when we're talking, I hear a little sparkling sound.
Is it when one of us says, all you have to do is point?
There it is. Did you hear that?
That's the sound of magic happening.
Magic? Like we can come the day you call us? Wow.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
For over 78 years, our family's been part of your love stories. At Diamond Seller, we offer bigger diamonds, better prices, and timeless designs for every chapter of your life. From your first yes to your forever I do, trust the jeweler who knows diamonds best. Visit Diamond Seller today.
Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
The rain is coming soon. How can I prepare? My sump pump's getting really old and floods are not that rare.
You're right to think ahead before you're out of luck. I'll check it out with expert care for $37.
Client satisfaction guaranteed.
Call 614-683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
Thinking about buying your first home? Now, with Third Federal, you can buy your first home and pay no PMI. Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. Private mortgage insurance, or PMI, can cost thousands of dollars over the life of your loan. And you may not realize PMI doesn't protect you. It only protects the lender in case of default. But at Third Federal, you can buy a home with just 5% down and no PMI. Plus, first-time home buyers get $750 off a closing cost So if you're thinking about buying your first home, go for it and visit thirdfederal.com.
Even before you find a home, lock in 5.99% APR, 6.02% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3rd-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. See conditions for closing cost coupon at thirdfederal.com/FTHB. Equal housing lender.
Our yoga instructor challenged us to find inner peace. I found it faster than anyone. After 4 seconds, I stood up and screamed, "I found Nirvana! I win!" They asked me to leave. I guess they don't respect winning. Bet365 does, though. New customers get $200 in bonus bets just for betting $10. Namaste, losers. Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Aetna was there for me as I was going through a rough medical patch this year. I had peace of mind, which helped with my healing.
Those words from a real Aetna Medicare Advantage member speak to why U.S. News & World Report named us a best Medicare Advantage company. Because we show up on calls with members and doctors' offices when requested. We show up with the latest in online tools for easier access to healthcare. We show up for you. Because that's how healthier happens together. Member feedback has been edited for length and clarity.
BMI Federal Credit Union is celebrating their 90th anniversary all year long with monthly sweepstakes. Get in on your chance to win free gas for a year when you lower your car payment with a BMI FCU auto loan. Apply today at bmifcu.org/gas.
Common Man here for Universal Windows Direct. April's the perfect time to reset your home for the long run, and Universal Windows Direct makes that decision easy. Right now, when you buy 2 windows, you get 2 free, and there's no limit. The more you upgrade, the more you save. Plus 24 months with no payments and no interest. And if you need some more, how about a $500 bonus off your home improvement project? Schedule your free estimate today. Call 614-502-5220. UniversalWindowsDirect.com. Like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios. Driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good morning, I'm Dylan Gonzalez. The Columbus Blue Jackets are back on the ice tonight in Buffalo. The Jackets are 2 points behind a playoff spot with 4 games left to play. Puck drop for the Sabres is just after 7 with pregame coverage starting at 6:30 here on The Fan. On the diamond, the Cleveland Guardians dominated the Kansas City Royals 10-2. While the Cincinnati Reds had their 5-game winning streak snapped in a 7-4 loss to Miami, the Reds will finish their series with the Marlins at 12-10 on The Fan 2. Evan Mobley had 21 points and a career-high 19 rebounds in a 122-116 victory over the Atlanta Hawks for the Cavs last night. And round 1 of the Masters just teed off down in Augusta. Get your scoreboard updates all day here on The Fan. This update was sponsored by Metal Supermarkets, your convenience store for metal. Visit Columbus at metalsupermarkets.com or 2180 Wilson Road for all your metal needs. Breaking sports news when it happens right here on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Just a reminder, Tyvis thinks all pizza tastes the same. Also a reminder, Tyvis was born without taste buds. You're listening to Bone and Tyvis.
Well, 11 hours from now, Jackets will be in action, taking on Buffalo, the Sabres themselves. You will hear Jackets Sabres tonight on our airwaves. Coverage starts at 6:30, puck drop just after 7. If you don't know the stakes by now, it's very simple. Jackets just got to keep winning, and they got to get some help. Hopefully they can get it in the form of other teams losing, but this Sabres team will be no joke tonight, but we will have all the coverage for you right here on The Fan.
Also, this man, Jordan Tyson, might be the smartest guy in this year's draft.
You think so?
Yeah. He's holding his own individual workout day for NFL teams next Friday at Arizona State because if you don't know, I don't think he participated in his pro day because he was hurt.
Okay.
So he's going to do this now so it could be the last thing people see before, because I think the draft is next week. So it's the last thing that people go see before the draft. It's actually very smart on him.
That is very smart. I tend to agree with you, actually, because that's, I don't know, man. Like, I could see how if you're wanting to keep things under wraps, I can understand the idea of saying, I went out and did stuff at the combine, or I went out and did stuff at my pro day. That's it. But the last impression sometimes is the one that sticks the most. right? The one you've done all this evaluation. I just question this, Tyvis, and you know this better than I do. I don't understand this world as much as you did. You played in it. But if I'm a coach, if I'm a GM, if I'm a talent evaluator for an NFL team, haven't I already done all this? Haven't I already, like, watched all the film? Maybe, God forbid, you watch this guy when he actually played college football. But, like, wouldn't all that hay be in the barn, to use, like, an analogy? Like, wouldn't that all be done? Then you just, now I watched one more workout, and now I'm convinced.
You would think, but it's about health with him. It's only about health with him. If he was a healthy guy, he'd be a top 10 pick easily. But everybody has the injury concerns with him because of, I think he's been hurt every year. So he's trying to put that to bed. Like, hey, I might have been hurt before, but like that doesn't affect me now. So it's just an interesting story to follow.
You know who's going to be there? Andrew Berry.
Probably.
You know who's going to maybe draft Jordan Tyson over Carnell Tate?
Oh, boy.
Andrew Berry.
Oh, boy. Yeah, that's...
Which, you know what? I don't know.
If the
he's
Browns,
a good receiver. He's just ouchy.
Yeah, if the Browns take Tate, Tyson, or Lemon, I wouldn't say nothing. Either one of those three is fine.
Like we talked about this yesterday.
They just need one.
Andrew Berry, one of the knocks on him that this is the knock I've put on him. I don't know if other people do. I tend to think they do. Is that he thinks he's the smartest guy in the room. And so you have pick 6. There are a bunch of studs in the top 10 of this draft, as there always are. You have plenty of positions of need. You're the Browns. We're not talking about you're 1 or 2 players away. Got a lot of holes that need filled. You got to find guys. The thing I think would be the typical smartest guy in the room play here would be like, yeah, but if we trade back, we can still get our guy, and we can get better value, and we can get another pick. And it's like, no, you have the 6th overall pick. Make a pick. Stand and deliver. Get the job done. Show everybody what you can do. You're a brilliant GM, supposedly. So go pick the guy that you would take at 6. And if the guy you wanted isn't there, then pick the next guy on your board. And if the value's like, oh, we could have got him at 11 if we traded down. Shut up. Make the pick and make everybody in Cleveland happy, mad, sad, whatever. Just do it. I don't understand why I hope that doesn't happen. I hope he doesn't trade out. I hope he takes the Buckeye, personally, at wide receiver if he's available. Carnell Tate may not be there. If that's the case, all bets are off. But, I wonder which other coaches will be at that pro day or whatever we're calling this. What are we calling this?
Tyson Day.
Tyson Day.
They going to bring him to Cleveland with his brother.
Do you think?
Yeah, that's right. Jalen on the Cavs.
That's right. I forgot. Where is he holding this workout?
Arizona State.
Arizona, you say? Interesting. I wonder if Mike Vrabel and or Diana Russini will make their way down to maybe check this out.
I think it gives them a reason to be back.
Yes, it gives them a reason to go back, baby.
Arizona heat turned up high, a cozy little dinner by candlelight. She said, you out here for the view? He said, ma'am, I'm out here for you. She said she was looking for a source. He said, off the record, of course. Started talking about the quarterback. Next thing you know, they were in the sack. Sedona, great place to rendezvous. Sedona, just friends hanging by the pool. Head coach looking for a tight end. Reporter who needs a new boyfriend. Sedona, I want to make a legal contact with you.
That is Arts and the Official Intelligence with that one today.
I like how they expanded their range this morning and went into the country music genre.
You can't put them in a hole. You can't put them in a box. You gotta stay on your toes with Art and his Official Intelligence.
When is Buckeye Country Fest?
They do a lot. When is it?
Ain't it in the summer?
It's in June, I think. I was going to say with this song, I had a flashback to a previous employer. I'm having PTSD over here in the producer's studio.
I apologize for that. I didn't mean to make that happen.
By the way, Tyvis sent me more damning evidence of Diana Russini. This is just all over the internet. Would you guys like to hear the latest?
This is all allegedly.
Yes.
There's they were in Sedona. They were photographed together at an exclusive resort. But yes, go ahead.
have a Super Bowl.
No, I did things in Miami I haven't even told my husband because it's just I had that much fun. It was well, not like that, but like I knew he would he would judge the kind of partying I was doing. I don't know what got into me. I just remember being down there acting like it was my last day on earth.
Man, there are just so many clips of her being like, I gotta tell you, this guy I'm with sucks. I hate his guts. Don't like him. I'm not with him at all. I don't even know why I married the guy.
It's unfortunate. It really
Well, here's the thing, though. Usually, that's a sign of a healthy relationship because you can joke about it. You can joke about it in public because you actually have a good relationship. It's strong. But now these photos come out and you're interlocking fingers with each other, which Tyvis and I did multiple times yesterday as friends, just purely as coworkers. We interlocked. I didn't even tell you this, Tyvis. I showed Melissa the picture that we put up at Bowden Tyvis 971. If you haven't seen it, some paparazzi got us on our way into work the day yesterday. Kind of looks similar to that photo that they had. And I showed her the photo, and she's like, "Oh, that's cool." And she's like, "That's a really funny thing you guys did. How did you do the hands thing?" I was like, "Well, we interlocked our hands just like they did the picture." And she's like, "You what?" She was like mortified that we interlocked fingers. I'm like, I don't
friends can't interlock their fingers.
Apparently not. That's really not. Being friends. Ryan Day was on Cam Hayward's podcast. I said he weighed in on one of the biggest controversies of the football season. It says Cam Hayward asking him about the infamous picture where it looked like Ryan Day had a nipple ring.
Coach, did you get a nipple ring?
Oh, I mean, I kind of thought it gave me some street cred there for a second, but unfortunately, no, I'm not that cool like this. I don't know.
Wow.
So he's not a fan.
What I took away from that.
He a fan.
He said.
Not a 69 god.
Okay.
He said, I'm not that cool. So while he does not have a nipple ring any longer, it does sound like he does think that would be cool. So he's open to the ideas the way I took it. So he's not opposed to it.
I think he's more so, if that's your thing, let him live.
Let you live. That's exactly. That's a good attitude to have in life. That's not my thing, but if it's yours, I let you live.
I don't think he wanted to poo-poo the idea.
No, of course not.
I would tell you I'm a poo-poo, and
you're not getting a nipple ring.
What?
Well, if the Jackets win Stanley Cup, you know what you're getting.
I'm doing worse.
You're getting a pierce in the sack. Yeah,
I was gonna say that piercing seems pretty dead. I think you two should get a nipple ring if Ohio State wins the national championship this year.
I'm not up for that. I don't know why.
You don't volunteer our service. You should get one.
I don't know why, but I feel like this is dumb and there's no logic for it. I just want to say that up front. But for whatever reason, sack piercing seems way less of a thing than a nipple piercing. I don't know why.
I could not disagree more.
I know. That doesn't make any sense. I agree. I already know that what I'm saying makes no sense, but in my brain,
you think getting your sack pierce happens less than a nipple pierce?
No. I'm saying I would be like, I'm not getting either of them on purpose. I would only get it if I lost a bet. But I'm saying, like,
you'd be more inclined to get your sack pierced than a nipple pierce?
Well, one, because it's
pretty
like
much what he
it's
said.
Not visible.
Oh, you're insane.
And that's just I know.
When's your nipple visible? When are you shirtless?
All the time. I am just out. When you go to the Meyer at Marysville, they're like, there's shirtless Bone. He's right there. There he is all the time. You see me out there. See me rolling. Yeah. They hating. Yeah, that's it. So whatever. I will add this. Ryan Day, the video, it's Cam Hayward's podcast, which is very good. He gets a lot of good guests. Former Buckeye, now with the Steelers. I hate that he plays for all these years with the Steelers, but he does an awesome podcast. That video,
Ryan on there.
Ryan Day. Guess what's in his beard now?
Gray.
A little bit of gray. He has, if you haven't seen that this offseason, I think everyone shamed him into stopping the Just for Men use. Because last year he claimed that he didn't. And now we're seeing the gray hairs pop up. I think he's worked it out of the repertoire.
No, that's what he's just getting older.
Sure. You know what it is? I blame Brian Hartline. He added gray hairs to his beard last year with that ridiculously stupid offense.
I blame you and the lunatic friend.
We get blamed for everything, but you know what? No one gets mad when we help you win a national championship, do you? Yeah! We're back in full force this year. Fix the offense. Let's go. All right. Why is the Big Ten winning in college football? Urban Meyer thinks he knows the answer. You'll hear what he had to say about it next. T-Bone and Tyvis on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Thursday. 2 separate crashes on 670 westbound near the 315 split. Watch for slow-moving traffic as you head westbound on 670 up to 315. We've also got a crash on 70 eastbound just past Broad Street, pushing into downtown. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steckerwald with your fan traffic.
Spring cleaning isn't just for your house, it's for your life. If your job is getting old, it's time to clear the clutter and spring into IT. Go to My Computer Career.
My Computer Career helped me get the skills and certifications I needed to start a new life as an IT professional in months, not years.
Earn the certifications the top employers are looking for right now. Visit mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation to see if it's time to spring into IT. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
This is Gordon Miller from Miller Lending, the original home of the no-cost mortgage. If you've been in the market for a new home or just wanted to take advantage of lower rates, recent events have shown exactly why Miller Lending chose to offer a way around bad timing with our no closing cost program. With no fees rolled in or charged, including the cost of title insurance, you can simply close on today's rates and refinance free of charge as rates improve. Over the past several months, we spoke to numerous borrowers who had heard rates were coming down and chose to wait. We explained that if rates did fall, you could simply update a few documents and refinance again, but why take the chance? So when rates spiked 0.5% recently, not only was I disappointed that we couldn't help those who waited, but also for those buying a home who just saw a sharp increase to their monthly payment. So while we can't control the market, we can offer an alternative. Eliminate timing and say goodbye to closing costs forever. 877-9-NO-COST or simply apply online at nocostmortgage.com. Miller Lending is an equal housing lender and MLS number 250-2146.
Common Man here for Hollywood Casino Columbus.
Oh, Mikey, did you know something new is coming and it's right around the corner?
What is it?
Now you can stay while you play. It's the all-new Hollywood Casino Columbus Hotel. It's coming June 12th, and we want you to celebrate with us as we open the doors with a can't-miss concert and festival.
And here's something for you this month. It's the Win Your Way drawings on select Wednesdays and Saturdays. You can score $100,000. Plus, coming in May, it's the Hollywood Tribute Concert Series.
Ooh, must be 21 to enter. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
There is nothing more meaningful you can do for yourself, your family, and friends than finally getting rid of that pain so they can enjoy that time with you again, especially heading into vacation season. Here, let me help you. It's Bobby Carpenter, and Dr. Tesler and his team at QC Kinetics take care of your pain in the office so you can go right along with your day. It's that easy. So if you say yes to any of these questions, you're the kind of patient QC Kinetics regenerative treatments can help every day. I have consistent pain in my joint, knees, hips, shoulder, back. Pain keeps me from getting a good night's sleep. I'm missing work or saying no to things that I love. I don't want surgery or a long-term recovery. I am at the end of my rope, and taking medications every day is just going to get me through the day. I don't want to do it anymore. So if you want to do that, go check out your free consultation over with my friends at QC Kinetics in Dublin or Gahanna. Call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. They have offices in Dublin and in Gahanna.
We plant trees because people need trees, and when planted in the right place, they have great impact. Trees help slow climate change, filter our air and water, foster biodiversity, and strengthen our communities. They create the kind of transformational change the world needs now. April is a month filled with opportunities to care for and plant trees. For planting resources, contact an Ohio ISA certified arborist who can help you learn how to take the best care of your trees. Visit trees4ohio.org. That's trees4ohio.org. And now, Public Education Matters with Ohio Education Association President Jeff Wensing.
April is Autism Acceptance Month, and it's an important reminder that we must support and celebrate all students, no exceptions. That's what Ohio's public schools do. We don't pick and choose our students. We provide safe, welcoming learning environments for all, because public education matters.
Public Education Matters, brought to you by the Ohio Education Association.
Join our resident gambling degenerates, Dave Biddle and Scotty Vegas for On the Money, Sunday mornings at 9.
Presented by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
A mild start for us compared to the last couple of days. And then as we head into today, warm, breezy, and sunny with highs in the mid to upper 70s. For tonight, mostly clear with overnight lows down into the 50s. And then for Friday, chances of showers and storms in the second half of the day. Otherwise, skies will be partly sunny and it'll be breezy with highs in the mid 70s. For the Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
If you've recently seen a photo of an older Baker Mayfield fresh off a bender, it's just Bo Bishop. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan. Sometimes when Tyvis wears khaki pants, I can see the outline of his genitals. There's no joke there. It's just an observation.
God, the more I resist, the more intriguing they become. I can't look away.
You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
Follow us at Bone and Tyvis 971 on Twitter. Or I guess you can go follow Dylan on Instagram. Dylan, what is your Instagram handle?
It's at Dylan G Radio, and it's the same on Twitter.
Okay.
Shameless plug. If you want to follow me, just go ahead if you feel like it.
Yesterday,
I need some help.
I see that you posted a poll question on your Instagram.
Yes. So once in a while, I'll put like a clip of our show. And yesterday we were talking about the Artemis 2.
Yeah.
And I said, Tyvis said it's setting up for the second moon landing. And I said, second?
Well, it's not the second. They've been multiple times to the moon, but go ahead. They didn't go to the moon once. They went like multiple missions to the moon. But anyway.
So I put that video up with a poll. Has man landed on the moon? Small sample size.
Kid Cudi got an album called Man on the Moon.
220 votes. 55% say, of course. Only 45% said, hell no, we haven't landed on the moon before.
What kind of morons follow you then is what I need to know. Because what the hell is wrong with these people?
Yes.
45% of the people who responded to that said no.
Yep.
Dylan.
100 people.
We didn't land on the moon. The moon landed on us.
All of Greg McElroy's burner accounts apparently are following you and responding to that.
I would like some more of his burner accounts to follow me.
That's fine. Come on. We can't be real there.
It is a shocking amount of people that I think it's TikTok. TikTok has caused people to believe in more conspiracies.
Well, between TikTok, yes, TikTok, true. YouTube, all the above, where it's like, I did my own research, and what that means is you watched a YouTube video from an idiot, and you know nothing. Have you ever seen the Earth is flat people? Because they also are
Kyrie Irving. Why do they say that?
Because they're idiots. But here's the thing. I watched a documentary about some of these people, and the thing is, they're not necessarily dumb. They're just disingenuous. Like they say they are just about the facts, but what it is some of these people just have decided, I don't believe the earth is round because of reasons, whatever those reasons are. And then they go do a bunch of close to scientific experiments to figure it out. There was a documentary about these people where essentially they had physicists on and people who study space, and they were like, yeah, these people are really not, they're not stupid people. They do very smart experiments. They do all these things. But when the conclusions don't line up to their worldview that the world is flat, when it shows actually the earth looks round, they just go, we did the experiment wrong. We're going to do another experiment.
It doesn't support their stance.
Which that's the opposite of science.
Well, isn't that what every argument is you're only going to cherry pick the stacks that support your claim?
Yeah, but supposedly when you do science, like you say, I think this is going to happen, and then you do your experiment, and then everyone, if it's successful, everyone tries to tear it down and say, no, that's wrong, you did it wrong. And if they replicate your results, they go, oh, you know, guy's right. That's Isaac Newton guy, knew what he's talking about. Gravity, got it. Like, that's how it works. But when that community of the flat earthers starts doing experiments, they can't get it. They always come back. The way that documentary ends is they have these two guys who get this light that can shine like a mile, a beam of light straight for like a mile, long enough that the curvature of the earth would be noticed. So they go to like a riverbed where it would all be the same thing, and they say, all right, if the earth is round, it should be that the light will be higher down the river than it is if it was flat. Because if it's flat, it would be at the same distance. So they shine the light. They hold up a thing to see the light at the same height as the light. No, they can't see it. They go, that's weird. Raise it up a little bit. Let's see if that works. And then they raise it up. There's the light, which shows the earth is round and it's on a curve. And they're lower because they're down the curve. And they go, we must have done our experiment wrong. And they just... That's how it ends. Just hopeless. Hopeless.
By the way, I looked it up. 6 human moon landings, 2 in 69, 2 in 71, and 2 in 72. Yeah. So I'm going to represent the detractors, just play devil's advocate. How come we haven't been there since, Mo? How come? Huh?
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times do you have to go? You proved, all right, it's there. And then they were like, yeah, we kind of got everything we needed. Now we know the next step would be colonizing it. And they decided, it's not worth it. Not yet.
They're just driving vehicles and hitting golf balls up there, but
yeah, that's right.
There was no hobbies left for them to do up there.
That's right. That's the next for after you get into go to Augusta, then the next most exclusive place is to go play on the moon. I think fewer people have played there. Anyway, by the way, if you are looking to fix your garage floor with a gleaming new garage floor, maybe the one that you have has stains, cracks, or bad epoxy job, you can get that fixed with Comer & Cross. They will do that for you, and you will love it. And if you call them right now, you'll love the price. They're taking 50% off installation from Comer & Cross. Their number is 1-800-NEW-FLOOR, and Comer & Cross Garage Floors, they're the gold standard in the industry. They are guaranteed to never chip, crack, or show tire lift like epoxy or paint ever. Plus, they'll take the stuff out of your garage for you. Their pros will come in, install that product in one day, fix any of the pits or cracks or stains, and then they'll cover it all with the beautiful new flooring that you will love. It will change your garage in one day. So call them today, 1-800-NEW-FLOOR for 50% off installation from Comer & Cross. That's 1-800-NEW-FLOOR or COMER cross.com. Urban Meyer was on the Triple Option podcast. That is his podcast that he does with Rob Stone and Mark Ingram, if I'm not mistaken. Are they sponsored by Wendy's now?
I believe so.
Because I just now was thinking the spicy chicken sandwich that I need to try. That was another good reminder that I need to go do that.
Nothing beats a JBC.
Wow. Are we trying to get sponsored by Wendy's? Shout out to Wendy's. We actually do the show from here. Just say
I'm more of a Chipotle guy, but
stop. No. Well, you know what? If Chipotle wants a sponsor, we'll be fine with them.
By the way, almost everything beats a JBC. That's like the thinnest patty on a burger I've ever had in my entire life.
That's all you. But see, that's all you need. That's all you need. That's your problem.
Shut up, Moon Man. Can we get back to? I don't want to have the J. Although I love the JBC. I definitely want to argue that. I got to get to Urban Meyer on the triple option, saying that there's a reason why everybody started winning in the Big Ten, and he thinks he knows the answer.
I'd like to think we at Ohio State were a big part of that. We went from saying, let's compete in the Big Ten. I said that to our staff, and everybody said we are no longer. We called it the chase. You know who we were chasing? Alabama. In 2012, we went undefeated, and I went down and watched Alabama just beat the mess out of Notre Dame, and I said that our team would get crushed by Alabama. And I challenged every player that night on the phone, every coach, and we recruited nationally from that point forward. And so we're going to go get the best players, not just the local players.
Look at that.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is a fact.
Do you remember those conversations?
Yeah, because we was all sitting at home. He was at the national championship game. He watched it, and I think that night he mass text everybody on the team, we're chasing the chase. And then you come back in because, again, we was banned, so we couldn't be nowhere in the facility. So I was back at home in Cleveland.
The off-season.
Correct. Yeah, you actually had an off-season.
Yeah, back then, right?
Yeah. And then when we got back in January, sure enough, there was a banner, the chase. And that was what it was about. And it's funny because he says that, and we did that. And if you actually go back and think about the Wolverines, it ruffled feathers because I think Harbaugh said we're chasing Georgia. They wasn't worried about Ohio State. They didn't call it team down south or whatever the heck they call it.
Yeah.
They was trying to do extra stuff to get ready for Georgia. So actually, he's not wrong.
I find that fascinating. That just because a lot of Ohio State fans looked at that Alabama Notre Dame championship and say,
well, Alabama wouldn't have been in it.
Bama wouldn't have been there. It would have been Notre Dame. And Ohio State may have won the national championship, but then I don't want to get too far deep into this, but do we think that the chase and the mentality and the standard that got set by Urban, because he looked at Alabama and said, oh, no, if you go down there and beat Notre Dame because you're allowed to go, maybe they win the championship and go, yeah, that's good. We're good. We're doing it the way we should. Let's keep doing it this way. And they never truly expand the recruiting like he talked about. They never truly embrace what it takes to be what Ohio State became after that.
Urban.
Become that always a national power, but like now he's saying we would recruit anyone, anywhere, anytime. We don't care. It's not about just Ohio.
Well, Urban was he panicked when he first got to Ohio State because he didn't agree with a certain way that practices and things was being ran around the building. And he was like, he didn't understand how did Ohio State win so much? He was like, how are y'all winning? Y'all ain't doing X, Y, and Z. And it was like, we got good players.
Right. That's what I mean.
Players. And so he was panicking. He the one that turned it to a whole other level. Yeah, we got good players, but if we practice and go about things this way, we should be dominant. And that's kind of what happened.
There you go.
Yeah.
And now look what happened this past year. Offense was stagnant and largely didn't do what it needed to in the big moments.
What's
so
wrong
now,
with you?
right, they went out and got a former NFL head coach to run the offense as opposed to a guy who had never called an offense. I hope that's an improvement. I hope that works.
Is Brian Hartline calling the plays at South Florida?
No, he hired who did he hire?
Yeah,
he hired someone. He brought someone with him.
Oh, the guy Tim Beck.
Yes, that's right. And good luck with all of that. My guy, Tim Beck. Have fun down there. All right, 2 minutes away. A guy most sports fans have never heard of is getting paid in a major way. We'll talk about it in 2 minutes. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there and good morning. Still watching slow-moving traffic on 670 westbound, pushing into 315. We've got 2 separate crashes in those westbound lanes. Slowing traffic, again, as you head westbound on 670 to 315 northbound. Also still seeing a crash on 70 eastbound right past Broad Street. As you're coming into downtown, expect those slowdowns over there. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
Thinking about buying your first home? Now, with Third Federal, you can buy your first home and pay no PMI. Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. Private mortgage insurance, or PMI, can cost thousands of dollars over the life of your loan. And you may not realize PMI doesn't protect you. It only protects the lender in case of default. But at Third Federal, you can buy a home with just 5% down and no PMI. Plus, first-time home buyers get $750 off a closing cost. So if you're thinking about buying your first home, go for it and visit thirdfederal.com.
Even before you find a home, lock in 5.99% APR, 6.02% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3rd-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. See conditions for closing cost coupon at thirdfederal.com/FTHB. Equal housing lender.
Coffee, sandwich, hash browns. Tired of the same breakfast routine? Time to refresh your morning ritual with a $6 Tim's Trio from Tim Hortons. It starts with a premium blend of freshly brewed coffee, a hot, savory breakfast sandwich made with freshly cracked eggs, and for a tasty twist, a daily baked donut to sweeten the deal. Ask for the $6 Tim's Trio. Your morning ritual refreshed. Only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, must ask for offer. Medium coffee only. Terms apply.
If you haven't thought about Buckeye football today, I'm sorry to tell you that you're dead. Our condolences. Your home of the Buckeyes, the Fan. Tyvis Powell helped the Buckeyes win a national championship. T-Bone watched Tyvis Powell help the Buckeyes win a national championship. Equally important. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
So I seen this tweet, and I had to bring it to y'all attention because obviously the college basketball portal is open.
Yep.
And Jeff Goodman has put out the prices for elite top 25 portal players. He's broke it down into 3 categories. He's got big man prices, point guard prices, and wing prices.
Okay. Buckeyes obviously could use certainly big man and point guard, but wouldn't be opposed to another wing.
So a big man, a top 25 big man, costs you $4 to $5 million. It's the highest thing in the portal.
Absolutely. And you know what? As Teddy KGB once said in the movie Rounders, I believe, paid that man his money. Like, yes, pay $4 or $5 million and get it big. And let's go.
For point guards, $3 to $4 million. So right now we at roughly $9 million right there. Because
on those two,
you say Ohio State needs a big and a point guard.
Yeah,
that's $9 million. So if you want, and then the wing is $2.5 to $3 million. This is the top 25 guys, though.
Right.
So like,
Get that. Well, does Ohio State want to be a top 25 team? Yes or no? I'm just asking. Like, what's the goal around here? Are we just trying to?
What are you doing to help them get back to get?
What do you mean? What am I doing? Am I a booster? No. I'm an idiot who talks on the radio, and I'm raising the standard as we speak.
Just imagine if you put $10. If you donated $10.
Oh God, no. I used to work at a listener-supported radio station where, you know what, folks, your $10 a month can keep our listener-supported station on these airwaves. I'm not doing that here. Ohio State pays over $40 million for its football roster. You can find the money to get a handful of dudes who can play for the basketball team. Okay, good.
For a top point guard and a top big, that's $9 million.
And according to Ward Manuel at Michigan, he said it only costs $10 million for them to win a national championship, which that's a total lie, but whatever. Fine. Put $20 million into the basketball program and let's go be great. What are we afraid of? What are we afraid of? Actually winning some games around here? Let's go.
I'm trying not to get excited, as everybody else is on Twitter, about scheduled Zoom calls with transfer portal recruits. I can't do that. But,
dude, hold on. Okay, go ahead. No. Go ahead. I'll explain why I gasped like that. Go ahead.
Who is the person that they got the calls with?
Supposedly, they are heavy on Robert Wright III, also known as Robbie Wright from BYU.
Who is 6'1" and doesn't play defense. Great. Let's get him. That's what we need. 2 6'1" guards who don't play defense.
Two dude in the portal?
That's 18 points per game, 4.6 assists, and 3.5 rebounds per game.
He's the number 4 guy in the portal, according to 24/7.
I hate to break it to you. Evan Mobley is running the point guard for this team next year. Okay, they're not
Evan Mobley. Junie Mobley.
Evan Mobley. Junie Mobley. Every time Evan Mobley's in my update, I confuse him with Junie Mobley.
Don't do that.
Junie Mobley. I don't know if Evan has eligibility left and wants to come down 71 South.
Bring him back. Former Big Ten guy, USC.
I as good as Rob Wright III may be, he's still going to be a defensive liability.
I don't need 2 6'1" point guards.
Yeah,
I'm saying I want a big point guard to go next to Junie Mobley.
Guards. 2 combo guards.
Whatever. I need I need a guard who can be like length and toughness and defense, and let Junie Mobley just run off screens and get shots. Like, and if they let Junie Mobley run point, fine. But on defense, I need someone at the top of the key who's got a little length, who gets in passing lanes. And Junie Mobley improved his defense this year. I'm not down on him, but he is limited by his size as to how effective he can be as a defender on the perimeter. That is why I would prefer, this is why I'm saying Michigan's brilliance, what they did was they didn't build it like a fantasy basketball team. They build it like this guy does this job, this guy does that job. They build it like a puzzle, as opposed to let's just stack a bunch of stats on top of each other and see if that works. They found guys who actually work well together, and I hope that's the approach from Ohio State, because if we are talking limited budget, going out and spending for a guy who, I don't think, what's his name, Robbie Wright from BYU, like, he's probably going elsewhere. They said Buckeyes are in the top 3 of Zoom calls. Is that correct? Zoom calls for this guy?
They have a scheduled Zoom call. We're excited on the internet about it.
Here's why I groaned when you said that. Because of the fact that you have, with the football program, today, there's going to be some update from practice that's breathless about player X, I don't know, name your guy for Ohio State, did this thing in practice, and he looked awesome. And there are going to be people who write think pieces. Like Brock Boyd's been getting a lot of this year, where it's like, Brock Boyd is poised to be the next breakout receiver for Ohio State. And it's like, maybe. But we're not even talking about a spring game hero. We are talking about a spring game practice hero. We are so early in the process of whatever Brock Boyd's going to be, or Jaquaden Guilford.
I don't think that's where they at. I think that seeing Brock Boyd make plays against Jermaine Matthews, it's like, okay, there's something there. We should see him at some point of the season. Maybe not as a starter, but if he's in there, it's like, oh, we know why he's in there, because he's made plays.
But what do people who have watched that same clip, who might say, oh man, he looks good, they also could look at that clip and say, oh, Jermaine Matthews Jr. doesn't look as good as I thought. And it's like, my point is...
You can't say that, because I'm
not saying that.
Proven clips.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is it's practice. Like, we're getting worked up about the earliest part of the process, and I'm just saying spring game is at least a game. Spring game, there is at least something. You're in front of people. You're in the shoe. There are cameras on. It's a big moment. There's a point there. But we have seen guys in the spring game go off and be great, and they do nothing in the regular season. I can't get as hyped up about this early part of the process as I can about when it actually happens for real on the field. Same thing with Zoom calls with guys that aren't even coming to campus yet because it's a dead period right now. They can't visit until I think tomorrow is the earliest that guys can come and visit. I'm glad we're getting Zoom calls with recruits. Let me know when he's on campus and is signed on the dotted line. That's all I'm saying. Because even then, we're still not sure if that guy will work out. This is how far we are in the process early. And I'm just trying not to be like, oh, man, crown them Big Ten champs because they got a Zoom call with the guy who may or may not pick Ohio State. That's all I'm asking.
Have you eaten breakfast today?
You need to
have my coffee. I
need a Snickers.
No, I can't. Every 5 seconds,
every time it's the bad. You just negative.
I just did it with the football. I just did it with football.
Negative with the basketball team.
I'm not.
Still in there is getting a little shadow of hope, and you just shot it down. Just shot it down.
Right. Listen, because I want real hope. I don't want. Oh,
you don't even want to cheer for White Lightning. We ain't had a white receiver that was a dog since Brian Hartline.
No, that's a lie.
I don't care. It wasn't Anthony Gonzalez. Dane Sansabacher. There we go.
Yeah, all right, fine. All I'm trying to say is I don't get hyped up about, like, again, this to me is the equivalent of, like, why don't we go in the weight room and see who's putting up the most reps on 225?
That's irrelevant.
Right, that's my point.
This is actually happening on the field.
No.
On the computer, it's happening.
A Zoom call?
I ain't talking about that. I'm done with the Zoom call.
That's why I'm not getting
Forget the Zoom call. I thought we were talking about Brock Boyd.
This is happening inside the facility at the Woody against each other in practice. I will be
against
more
a defense that was a number one defense.
Yes, but a defense that's also working through things and guys who are getting back into it and guys who are trying to develop.
It's not like Brock Boyd made this play on incoming freshman.
I didn't say that.
He did this on arguably the number one corner on our team.
Tyvis, I have watched
the same thing we said about JJ when he did it to the started offense, that starting secondary.
I'm not trying. This is going to sound like I'm hating on Brock Boyd. I'm not. What I'm saying is
hate your own kind.
I'm my kind. Humans?
You know what?
What do you mean?
Jack Harlow says something like this. The ones that hate me the most look just like me. You tell me what that means.
I don't even know who Jack Harlow is. Who is that? Is he couldn't tell you. Anyway, all I'm trying to say is Brock Boyd or anybody else that's getting hyped in spring practice, you do that all you want. I'm going to wait until I see like the actual spring game, and I might get excited then. Even then, though,
the spring game is too vanilla.
Give me the stats for Bam Childress. Give me the stats for Kenyon Rambo. If you don't know who those guys are, that's my freaking point.
I know who Bam Childress is.
Okay, my point is those guys are spring game heroes who, when they got into the games,
what you talking about? The spring game is not real.
Neither is yes, and I'm saying spring practice is like there are things you can take from it. Let's not pretend like it's doing that against Michigan in the Big House. Let's not pretend like we're going to actually watch Ohio State play Ball State. And guys are going to go have good games, and 90% of Buckeye fans will be like, it didn't matter. It wasn't against a good team. So, like, that's a real college football game.
I would say something like that.
Okay, that's a real college football game. This is practice. I'm just saying I'm not taking too much from practice. I'm not over-extrapolating from practice.
Well, if you're not
I'm glad to hear.
So, let me ask you this. If you was a coach and you seen this in practice and you not taking nothing from practice, how do you know who to trust in the game?
I'm saying coaches can absolutely do that.
Oh, man.
Coaches can. Tyvis, I'm watching a highlight on my phone. I'm watching a highlight from my phone from like Adam King being like, here you go. And it's one play. And I'm supposed to go, here we go. I got his Hall of Fame plaque ready for Canton. Like, I'm not there yet.
I'm not there yet.
I know that, but some people are. And I'm just saying,
they're absolutely wrong.
Let's just let the guy play a season or a game for the actual Buckeyes before we get there. That's all I'm saying.
If I see Brock Boyd on a Saturday in the fall, I can be like, oh, yeah, that's right. He made some plays in practice. He should be fine.
I can be like, hey, look, Brock Boyd made a play in this game. Yay. And if I didn't watch a second of spring ball, I can still do that. That's all my point is if you want to get hyped up over it, great. I'll get hyped when it happens in the games. That's all.
Stop hating on your own kind.
I'm not hating on anyone.
You know why?
I'm hating on you right now. I think is actually who I hate the most right now in this whole studio.
Us on the show, we're rooting for Brock Boyd for quite obvious reasons.
Well, I mean,
we would like for him to get there because, like Tyvis said, when's the last time we had a CWB at receiver?
Dane Sansabacher.
There you go. All right. Are you kidding me? What's his name? David Adolph didn't do it for you last year? That wasn't your guy? Shocked. All right. Crosstalk with Reeser, and we'll hit the buzzer next. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there and good morning. Still watching slow-moving traffic on 670 westbound because of two separate incidents. This is right near Neal Avenue. Watch for crews clearing that out and slow-moving traffic through that downtown stretch. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steckerwald with your Fan Traffic.
No one plans to get into an accident, but when it happens, we strive in making life easier for you. This is Justin Hinderer. The Hinderer Motor Company Collision Center is ICAR certified and certified by many manufacturers to provide the best quality repair available. All of our repairs come with a lifetime warranty. We have our own 24/7 towing service so you never have to wait. Plus, we offer on-site rental cars for every lifestyle. At Hinderer Motor Company, we love what moves you.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. If you've ever had somebody do work at your house, it's annoying as crap, at least to me, when someone shows up to your house that you never met, you've never worked with, and you didn't hire to do the job. Subcontractors, I understand why they exist, but for me, I want to work with a company that's going to bring people who know what they're doing, who are trained by the company to put their product in. On time, on budget, no surprises at the end. That's what Baths R Us does every single time. These folks started in Ohio and grew by word of mouth because they do it right the first time. And the big difference with them, they have local crews. They never sub out the work. The people who show up to your door, they're trained by Baths R Us. They're actually employees of the company, not some random crew they hired last week. Whether you need a safer bathroom to stay independent or you just want a space that you're proud of, they build it to last. That's Baths R Us. Call them today and see what it's like to work with people who actually keep their promises. Kind of a rare thing these days. Call them today, 380-225-BATH. That's 380-225-BATH. Baths R Us. Bathrooms you can trust. Call now.
Protect your home or business with Ramos Roofing. Trusted roofing, siding, and gutter solutions with free estimates and flexible financing. Call 614-761-7663 or visit RamosRoofingOhio.com today. Ramos Roofing. Reliable, local, built right.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at RunyonDentalGroup.com. That's RunyonDentalGroup.com.
Bo Bishop here. Ready to hit the road and make some memories? Then get to RCD RV, Central Ohio's go-to destination for the best deals, unbeatable service, and adventure-ready RVs. Start your journey today at any of their 3 Central Ohio locations or visit online anytime at RCDRV.com.
Truck drivers, have you been searching for a more reliable driving job? Get the paychecks and predictability you need as a Schneider driver. Schneider's large selection of driving jobs means you can get the home time that suits your schedule. Choose from daily, weekly, monthly, or sometime in between. Plus, Schneider drivers have access to great benefits with a 401k match and a 24/7 support team. Get the keys to a better driving job. Search openings near you and apply now at SchneiderJobs.com.
The new Omaha Steak Store is now open at 1033 Polaris Parkway at Polaris Commons. Stop in today and save 50% store-wide on legendary steaks, burgers, and more. Plus, get doorbuster deals starting at just $19.99. Discover the Omaha Steaks difference today at the new store at Polaris Commons in Columbus.
Working your way through that home projects list, that means more flushes, more showers, more fiddling with the thermostat. Trust the pros at the Waterworks with your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Our certified pros can repair or replace your air conditioner or furnace. Clogs? Call the Waterworks. Drain issues? Call the Waterworks. Plumbing problems? Call the Waterworks. HVAC breakdowns? Call the Waterworks. The Waterworks. Trusted and certified plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling experts.
With Bet365 early payout, you win even if they lose. Get paid out instantly when your team goes up big, even if they blow the lead later. Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio.
The Jackets are making a push to the playoffs.
Islanders and Adam Fantilli, one more time, put
puts it in the net. Listen to every exciting moment, including an extended pregame show for weekend games. Proud to be your home of the Jackets, The Fan. The Fan Poll is sponsored by JT's Pizza and Pub, home of award-winning pizza and 32-ounce Yingling drafts for only $4. Tyvis has a bum wrist from playing football. Bone has a bum wrist from opening the heavy doors at Sheets. You're listening to T-Bone and Tyvis.
All right. Go ahead. Tyvis, I just got to say this. I realized last segment I teased something. We didn't even talk about it because we got off on all the...
What did you tease?
I teased that a guy that you never heard of is getting paid. So, coming up when we hit the buzzer, I will tell you that story. But now, you can do the part that you wanted to say. I interrupted you. That's mine.
Did we really tease that?
Yes, I did. Then we spent the whole time arguing about Zoom calls and guys getting busted up in practice.
Joining the program is Eric Reeser of Bishop in France. And my question for Reeser is, Jeff Goodman put out a post talking about in the college basketball transfer portal, how much it costs to get a big, a point guard, and a wing. You said that Ohio State needs a point guard and a big.
Right.
This is for the top 25 guy. Mm-hmm. It costs $4 to $5 million for a big and $3 to $4 for a point guard.
Is that top of the market?
Yes.
Okay.
Would you? How much are you willing to donate so that we get these guys?
$0.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? We gotta buy Peacock. We gotta buy all these other things to watch this team. Go pay your players.
I did my taxes over the weekend, and I said, I can't donate to your NIL efforts, Ohio State. No, unfortunately.
Sorry.
Isn't it a write-off?
Write-off for who?
What?
Who's
writing it off?
The write-off people.
It's a donation, so you can write
I don't know.
it
It's
off,
a write-off people. Just write it off. Who's writing it off?
Why don't you?
Yeah, go ahead, Tyvis.
Have you donated to the coffers?
Yeah. I have a kid on the way.
Just write it off.
Tyvis, you're the only person literally in the studio and one of the few at this radio station who, when they say we talking about Ohio State, you actually can.
Yeah, I'm not on the team.
Because you played for the team.
Listen,
so that's.
I got.
Why don't all these former players kick in for the money? That's what I say.
2 kids. No, we should get the ones that signed the big deals.
About to say, I hope they called JSN, or at least send him a text that said, "Can we hold $1?"
Yeah, I don't know. Reese, I know that there's good reason why we talk about all the practice stuff.
I get your consternation.
At some point, we went from when I was growing up, and when even the last 5 years. Spring game, we would watch it and go, oh, okay, this guy popped, this guy didn't. But, hey, it's the spring game. It's a weird thing, whatever. In the last 4 or 5 years, we've now gotten to the point where, like, I'm getting 12 seconds of cell phone video, and I'm extrapolating an entire career. That's just where you can miss me with all that. If you like doing that, go ahead. That's fine for you. I just refuse to engage in that. Because I'm not like, Tyvis, you said, what are the coaches supposed to go off of? Well, they're sitting there watching literally every step of this person's progression. That's different than me getting like, even the most of the media that gets to go, that we're not allowed to see practice for the most part. You're allowed to see the part Ohio State wants you to see. So I'm not going to go full-throated on this guy's awesome or this guy sucks based off of the limited amount of practice I've witnessed personally or seen on video.
By the way, I need to shift gears a little bit here.
Uh-oh.
Diana Russini put a tweet out.
Oh.
Not talking about that. She was just talking about the replacement officials and all that.
I did see this.
I don't care about that. What's the other thing Diana's doing?
So, the reason I bring this up is that post is going to get millions of views. Do you think anybody actually clicks and reads the link?
Oh, so few people.
Of the, let's say
because
they get a million
this
views
could be her.
on the
This
tweet.
could be this could be one of her
Get
best
1,000 people
pieces
click on
that
it.
she's ever put out.
I mean, it's about replacement refs, so how really good can it be? But yeah, so you got a million people that are going to see it. It'll get maybe 1,000 clicks.
It's at 566,000 right now.
Okay, so maybe a couple hundred have actually clicked on it and read the whole
2 hours and
article.
15 minutes.
If you go look at the replies to that,
more people are doing that.
The
right?
replies are exactly what you think they
She
are.
has 1.2 thousand replies.
I'm just saying. I feel. Look, there's tweeting through it. We've all been there, right? You just got to kind of post through it and pretend like whatever is the question. But she's trying to just post this of like, hey, here's the article about this thing. She did also post yesterday. I forget who it is from The Athletic who does their gigantic like mock
Dane
draft.
Brugler has the Beast.
The Beast. That's it. So they put that out. and she retweeted it. And of course, all the replies are to Dane Brugler. But like, that was the first post she's had since all this broke in the last couple of days with her.
Yeah, it's pretty
Rabel,
diabolical.
allegedly,
things came out 2 weeks before the draft. Like one of the busiest times of her year as an NFL newsbreaker.
Oh, yeah.
And this is going to supersede all of that when it comes to her presence anywhere.
Well, people have looked up the place where they were photographed and said this is a very exclusive resort. It's very expensive. It's also geared towards couples, adults. It's not like just, oh, our families were there and we just happened to run into each other and we just said hi and those photos are misleading. This is a place that's kind of marketed towards couples. Now, it doesn't mean that that's what they were doing. Could have been there for any number of reasons, but photos are what they are. So if you haven't seen them, you can go look them up. You can go to @BoneandTyvis971 on Twitter and see our photo of Tyvis and I getting photographed at the same location. It was very embarrassing for both of us to get caught.
Were there, 4 other people along there with you? Or was it 6 other people?
Each of us brought...
But they weren't in the frame?
We each brought like a full football team and marching band with us, and we were just there to document that, and it just so happened we ran into each other.
I got an update for you.
Oh.
Bryson DeChambeau confirmed to ESPN that he'll play the Masters with the 5-iron that he fabricated himself with a 3D printer.
We're calling it a 5-iron frenzy. Yes.
There it is.
No one gets that reference.
They allowed
me,
it.
and that's fine.
Yeah.
Good for him. He's 3D printing his clubs, so I like that.
I mean, it's fun, right? It makes him a character. So we'll go a lot of Masters today as the first round is underway. We've also got Jody Shelley on at 11:30. There's hope, right? I'm wearing my Blue Jacket sweatshirt today, and there is hope relative to what you could have had you had dropped that game in Detroit earlier in the week. Paul Feinbaum on at 10:30. The NCAA is going to vote, or either they're going to discuss it this week and then vote next week. 5 to play 5, no exceptions. I think that's on the right track to fixing the insanity that's gone on with college sports and with college football in general.
Yeah, I can see all
Open
that.
the mailbag, emails at 10 o'clock. So
there you go.
There's still time to send us your emails. I can't tell you where, but we can read them if you send them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Send them to wherever that is.
Just send them.
Just send them.
Anybody.
Into the ether.
You want to email your grandma? Email your grandma. But what you think about Bishop and Friends, 9 to noon.
There you go. It's right there on the Fan. So 9 to noon coming up. Bishop and Friends is next.
Shove it down your throat.
It's time for the buzzer.
Sponsored by Logan AC and Heat Services. Don't go through another air conditioner breakdown. For fast, friendly service, call the experts at Logan Services now for a free estimate and next day air installation.
Well, meant to talk about it earlier, got a little sidetracked, but congratulations to Connor Griffin, rookie for the Pirates, who made his debut last week. Just signed yesterday a 9-year, $140 million deal. He is 19 years of age as of today. I believe his birthday is later this month, so he will be 20. But still, this is a guy, look, if he pans out and he's as good as they think he's going to be, that's a steal by the Pirates.
Guardians get it done with Chase.
But you know what? If I'm him, I don't blame him at all for signing that deal. It's $140 million guaranteed. You don't know what's going to happen. Holding out like you could have, like Juan Soto, some other guys did that, and they bet on themselves, and they won, and they made way more money than that. But
they're also getting locked out next season, so get your money.
Get the money. Exactly right.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's a great point by you, Reese. That's all more coming up 9 to noon. Bishop and Friends is next. Have a great rest of your Thursday. We will talk to you tomorrow. T-Bone and Tyvis on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning and happy Thursday. Still watching slow-moving traffic because of 2 separate incidents on 670 westbound. Expect to be a tad delayed as you push into 670 westbound into that 315 northbound ramp as crews clear that out. Make it a great day. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steckerwald with your Fan Traffic.
Care Heat.